All right. Yes. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh.
Good.
Good.
That good, huh?
Well, have you looked at me?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can kind of hear it in your voice that you're with the
No, I'm fine. It's just I was playing in the backyard with my kids, and I came in, and my wife's like, "What's with your eyes?"
Oh,
I'm like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Just rolling around and paying the price. Yeah, the allergy season's at its peak, and my eyes are blown up to about the size of turnips. But are turnips big or no?
They can be, yeah.
You don't want your eyes that size.
No, you don't. Definitely not.
What you get for playing with your kids, man?
Yeah,
your dad tried to teach you
what the hell I was thinking.
Don't play with the kids. Nothing but trouble.
Oh, boy. And,
oh, goodness.
It doesn't feel, I don't even know it. It doesn't feel anything. But I look at myself, I'm like, whoa, that's nuts.
Yeah.
But,
that's all right.
It's probably highly contagious, and you'll probably all get it. But anyway.
Great, well, I'll come in with turnip-sized eyes.
But since it's allergy-related, I don't think you can. But I should probably get someone to look at this situation.
It's probably a good
Anyway.
Yes. Other than that, did you have a good time frolicking with your kids?
It took me 20 minutes to open my eyes this morning with a warm washcloth, I swear. Just sitting there going, they're coming. Wow. They're almost there.
I see light.
Walking around the house like Mr. Magoo.
That's for most days, though, really.
Yeah. So, I started taking my allergy medicine again this morning, though.
Good.
That may help.
Yes.
Sure it will.
Sure it will.
Oh!
You look like a tomato can. You look like Peter McNeely after Tyson's first fight.
Make my face look like hamburger. Anyway.
Why is it always?
Shoot yourself and just make his face look like hamburger.
Right.
Anyway. Let us not fall too far behind today. We'll come back. You know, when the spring is in full bloom,
yes,
and the summer is right on your doorstep,
knocking.
I am highly allergic to that situation, although I love it very much. Let us step aside. We'll come back getting started. Hey.
T-Man Show.
From L.A. to Las Vegas for a rare sighting of Michael Jackson's kids. New photo of daughter Paris, Prince Michael II, and Prince Michael I at a local bookstore.
Oh, that's nice. They're all out at the Borders. Yes.
Reading.
Buying a copy of Goodnight Moon because even Michael's stories aren't so captivating that it's going to beat out Where the Wild Things Are in Goodnight Moon. Yes. In the Great Green Room. That was a telephone.
Yes.
And a red balloon.
I know.
I know it by heart. I swear I could do the whole thing. I'm not going to do it because it'll sound really just gross if I do it. Maybe the post requesting I do it.
All of a sudden we all fall asleep.
I can do the whole book.
Let me get a blanket first.
Yeah, hold on.
It's my favorite book back.
Let me cuddle up to a pillow.
I ain't going to do it.
Come on.
I ain't going to do it because
Just
it's
give us
going to
another
sound
line.
really pathetic if I can do it for you.
Another line.
I can do the whole thing.
Just do it. Give it another line.
Wait, do you think I'm really stuck there?
No, I'm not trying to call you.
Look at my eye.
Oh, jeez, I don't want to look at your eye.
All right.
No, literally, someone looks like just like punched you in the break. Who punched you?
So really, what
break?
happened?
Like during the break, I'm sorry.
I was rolling around the grass with my youngest son for an hour yesterday. You saw it starting yesterday. Tell us.
Come on, what did she throw?
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, she punched you.
I'm the first to tell you when things get thrown at me.
True.
I would love to have a story like that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
I don't have
Instead
one.
of allergies. Just allergies.
You really think I'm stuck on page 1, huh?
Well,
You're impressed so far, though.
I am. I'm just saying.
If I could do the whole book, it'd be that much more.
It's a classic. I love it.
I really think if you really look at the words of that book, a children's book written, and I don't know if people are aware, this book was written about 60 years ago. The woman must have been on acid or something.
It's like most kids' things. It's like Muppet Show. It's like Fraggle Rock. It's like
This more than anything.
any of that weirdo crap. Mm-hmm. No, I agree
Good
with you.
night, nobody. Good night, mush.
Yes!
I know the whole thing.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
not the next line.
If you don't think Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, was smoking a little something.
I know.
I'm sure he was smoking a little something, but he didn't have what this lady had.
Yeah.
He didn't have what Margaret something Brown.
Catch an old episode of HR Puffin stuff.
Oh, my God.
Oh, they were both
guys were sober.
They were puffing a lot.
Puffin stuff. I mean, come on.
Real deep code, yes.
Yeah, how much more
The
do we
monster,
need?
that was what you were thinking in
Puff
your
the
mind.
Magic Dragon. What about that, too?
Didn't he have a movie out that was just like out of this world?
All that kids' crap is for stoners.
In the great green room. Everyone gets quiet. It's amazing how everyone gets quiet when I start that. in the great green room.
So then I said to the guy,
There was a telephone.
Oh, man, I love the telephone.
And a red balloon. And a picture of the cow jumping over the mud.
Yes!
And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs and 2 little kittens and pyramids and a little toy house and a young mouse. And
I should read it like Regis again.
a quiet old lady who was whispering. Good night, Ram. Good night, Moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and red balloon. You know what I mean? And
I like the hibbity-hibbity.
Yeah, I read
That was
That's
really
exactly how I read it to my sons. They don't know any different. They're like, oh, is that what it says? Mm-hmm. How do you spell that? Yes. Can you give us the next line, John, for $100?
What are the chances that guy's reading books to his kids at night?
I got $100 in your lap, baby. Who wants $100? I'm telling you right now, 1866.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with you today?
Show out of it.
What is wrong with you? You used to be funny. You used to be like bringing stuff to the table. Now you're just so on
I'm
this.
just half retarded. Get it right, baby boy.
Only half. Wow, that's quite the downgrade.
And now he tries to be like a real radio guy, give up a number and all that stuff. We don't need that from him.
Well, I thought it was cute for a moment there, and now it's run its course on him being the professional radio guy. He's already updated his resume. There's no need to go on with this any further. But, I don't know. He used to attack gay phone operator. He used to be funny.
Yeah.
Well, where is the gay band at?
He used to be drunk.
He used to be like a real funny drunk. Now I don't know what you are.
I'm just half retarded. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, where is the gay phone operator?
I don't know, but he's not...
Operate your body, just operate the team.
Yeah, not funny. He's moved on from you, too, it seems like, John. He's got other enemies now. He's got Ace Jack. He's got all kinds of new issues, and you've kind of just... drifted away in all different...
I haven't drifted away anywhere other than I have things to say, but you don't pull me up when you're supposed to.
Oh,
You don't go up with
So it's my fault that you're not contributing and you're not as funny as you used to be. Not that you were ever really that funny after all.
By the way, everybody in Terry Cam room says that time to let John go.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Click on the Terry Cam website
And see that everybody wants you gone. John,
geez.
why don't
No,
you
he's-
try it out?
he's not
Oh,
getting
you know what,
professional
you Asian Wonder Wonderland? Just kiss my effing ass, okay, bitch?
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
That's a start, really.
Maybe he's making a
I don't
comeback.
even know what, Terry.
What,
Terry.
John?
Oh, jeez.
You know what, Terry?
I know what,
You
John.
kiss my wonderful white ass. Kiss it, suck it, love it, and F it.
Wow. That is quite the
I don't
the
think I really
roster.
want to do that because you'd enjoy
I
it way
think you
too
do,
much.
because I'll give you more than your little wannabe police officer.
Oh,
Really? Oh, really?
he did give you quite the menu of...
Really, Eric Burkhart? Really, Eric Burkhart? Hey, Eric.
Outrageous tactics.
Hey,
gay
hey, Eric, by the way, you live in Kent. And Eric, you live in Kent, right?
Yeah, right.
And I'll be
Oh,
in,
did you get him killed now, too?
yeah, I will and
You
have
are all the advantage, bitch.
Wannabe police just sets her off.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, put it on, bitch. I'm telling you one thing. I'll take
He's back.
JD, and I'll take JD.
Okay, all it took was
Yeah,
a little...
JB is great. He is great.
I thought he said it right. But
I
anyway,
did too, actually.
all it took was a little prodding.
Yeah.
And John has
Lay
come back from
down,
the dead.
kiss my mother effing ass.
And how long has it been since you've seen your kid?
Oh, get
When's
another
my
gay tactic.
Get ready, T-Man.
At least I have my children, and I actually love it.
Said the F word, and that's not good.
You don't want to mess with Terry. She goes right for the jugular. Doesn't even mess around. Just here comes the haymaker.
Yes. She has
Hope it
gotten
works.
listeners killed before.
It's right.
Cool with it.
I am so sad in actually being able to say that. But anyway,
It's been confirmed that I did it.
I have no reason to think that there's any hope. And it's very sad to me. But if Ness Pasty could tell me something, I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm not getting into it. Now I need to take another break because my eye's getting bigger.
Wow.
I'm going to cry.
You haven't even gone
I can see it.
outside yet.
All right? I what?
You still haven't even gone outside again yet.
No, it's because I'm about to cry.
Oh,
But that's all right. John's back,
good.
at least for now.
Yay.
Who knows about 5 minutes from now, but he's back right now.
Still there?
He's, he needs to, I had to dump him.
Okay.
He's been, took a little bit of a boost, and he's back in rare form.
I didn't even hear what he said, but I bet it was good.
Oh, I said the F word.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's serious now.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
I said when we come back, we're going to take care of you, ladies and gentlemen.
First, we got to pay a few bills.
663 T-Men.
Yeah.
Back right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
More breaking news. Britney's new man. OK Mag out this week reports on the new guy in Spears' life.
Britney was seen with a 37-year-old agent, Jason Trawick, in Costa Rica.
Oh, man. So there's like hope for every guy out there. She's dated like 19-year-olds. She's dated 37-year-olds now. No man is not a candidate.
Right.
And if you've seen the pictures, he's got a little gut on him. So everyone's got
but
a
so
shot.
does she.
Really? It looks like, is this what you're handing me here?
Yes. That's him.
Sitting on that motorcycle, she's got her hands
Costa
snugly
Rica.
around his belly. It's great.
His and her guts. It's nice.
Yeah, matching.
Yes.
It's going to be big for Christmas this year. His and her guts.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Going guts.
Yeah, he works for her talent agency. William Morris.
Uh-huh. William Morris. And, this is not an in-shape guy, even though he's not terribly overweight by any means.
Hey, he's a guy that doesn't work out, but eats bad.
Yeah, even saying he has a gut, overall, he looks like he's more or less height-weight proportionate. I mean, he's not grotesquely overweight by any means, but he's very soft. No shoulder definition, no pecs, there's no bicep.
Nary a muscle.
Nary a muscle.
There's no ripped quality about this man at all.
Yeah.
He definitely looks better in clothes. Like, he's one of those guys that you wouldn't think he's really fat if you saw him in clothes.
Right.
Yeah, even in the places he doesn't look overweight, like in his everything about him is just skinny fat where it's not fat.
Right.
I put this picture up on the tmanshow.com so you can see Pasty. No, so you can see Britney Spears.
wow.
You had Pasty Dave in your mind from Skinny
And
Fat?
her new man, this apparently could be her new man, walking on the beach together in Costa Rica with Mel Gibson chaperoning. This is a very nice get-together.
Yeah. Wild vacationing, right?
Right.
OK
Whole
Mag
life
out
is
this
wild.
week reports on the new guy in Spears' life.
Britney was seen with a 37-year-old agent, Jason Trawick, in Costa Rica, and just recently they attended a birthday party together.
Oh, this could be what Britney needs, though.
Is a father figure?
He doesn't blow you away as overly handsome. Maybe that's a good quality right now for Britney. He doesn't blow you away as a guy who's soaking up the limelight.
Right.
He's kind of got a 9-to-5 situation, grinding it out, working hard. Isn't some big... Doesn't strike me as the guy who would be this huge party, like whole life's a party kind of guy.
The other thing, too, he's used to being in the background because he's used to having, all the stars into it, so he's cool with that.
He's not looking to have Britney launch his career at age 37.
Right. He's good being in the background.
But he's an agent, so there's a bit of a scumbag level there.
There's a bit of a scumbag sleaze level.
Nice.
But all in all, this could be just what the doctor ordered.
Right.
A little more maturity.
For Britney
Yeah,
Spears
true,
at this time. Maybe she's starting after all this time to figure it out.
Wow.
No
way.
way.
Would that be the shock of all shocks?
Yes.
Britney was seen with a 37-year-old agent, Jason Trawick, in Costa Rica, and just recently...
His name is Jason. Very plainish. No flair there,
Right.
This is just what she needed, a good Jason.
She did.
It's not Cash Warren. Not that he's a bit, but no name like
It
that.
ain't cash money for the night. It's just a plain old Jason.
Right.
That's what she needed right now.
Maybe
Jasons are
so.
harmless.
Guy has alarm go off every morning. That's
Same
what
bat
she.
time, same bat, right.
That's what she needed. A guy whose alarm clock goes off every morning. He's got to get himself up and dressed and out to the job.
Pretty even keel, probably.
Jasons are harmless unless you're at Camp Crystal Lake.
I'm sure.
And that's the only time Jasons are
Right,
bad.
and there's a goalie mask lying around, but other than that, everything's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's doing mounds of coke, but beside that, Terry, this guy is probably just fine.
Britney was seen with a 37-year-old agent.
I'm sure you're wondering if
So
he's
could
coking
she.
Yeah, you'd be a little skinnier probably.
off. Well, you think she would be too, Terry's saying, and
I don't think she's doing that.
she's jumped on a mound, I'm sure.
She just has frappuccinos sucked into her veins by a needle all day long, so that's why she's fat.
That should be an offering in the corner of Starbucks.
Yeah, they may have
He
to
was
with
seen
their
with
stock.
their 37-year-old agent, Jason Treywick, in Costa Rica, and just recently they attended a birthday party together.
Birthday
Their sources
party?
tell OK they look like a very happy couple.
This as OK reports on Britney's Memorial Day visit with her boys. New photos.
He was able to wave the flag with the boys. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Taking a little parade with the boys. With Jaden and Habahu.
Sean Preston.
Sean Preston. Yes, thank you, Terry. Thank you. Yeah, she was able to spend the weekend.
Good.
Like a lot of divorced fathers, she was the one who swooped in for the weekend and took the boys away and then brought them back in a timely manner.
New photos. Spears clutching little 20-month-old son Jaden James and pushing 2-year-old Sean Preston in his toy Cadillac.
Britney's time with her sons has now tripled to 27 hours a week.
Oh, see that? She's getting more hours. She's
Tripled.
She's gained
27 hours.
She's
a week.
put together, and she's gained some goodwill there, and she's been able to pile on the hours that she's able to see her kids without being strapped to a gurney. This is real progress for Britney Spears.
Definitely it is. So
Not great for the career of Chris Crocker, but for everything and everyone else, this seems to be like positive momentum.
well, really, I'm pulling for her. I hope this is good for her.
I was just seeing what people were watching on YouTube last night and noticed that Chris Crocker had a new video out, and I was not even remotely interested in watching it.
No, he's got tons of them.
I know, he's got tons of them.
He's not funny ever.
He's never really that good, except for that one Leave Britney Alone one.
That's it.
And they thought about giving him his own show. What a disaster that would have been.
Yeah.
He got lucky with one video under a sheet.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know why he was so entertaining in that video, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Yeah, people must have been watching that video that he put out, that little clip he put out yesterday, but I was not remotely interested.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Did you watch it or no?
No, I've seen a lot of them, though. I've gone back and looked at a bunch of them.
Just to think, I mean, yeah, I did too when the Britney Spears video that he made came out, and yeah, I couldn't get through a full video of anything else that he did.
Yeah, it's a little tough to listen to.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, if I wanted to hear nonstop rambling, I just come into work.
There's videos of him showing up at places trying to get in, like, as a celebrity and walk down carpets, and he gets denied all the time. It's so sad. So he tries to make it in the Hollywood world.
Don't you know who I am?
Right. Tons of that.
Okay.
Storms off in his heels.
Leave the velvet rope alone! Okay. So, yeah, Chris Crocker is pretty much run the course on the 15 minutes there, it seems. I was expecting more out of him, but or her, depending on how you look at it.
Perez Hilton's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's...
You know, he's not really the same thing, but he's got his own show, and he's...
Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's
Perez
doing
Hilton
well.
has got a business.
Right.
Yeah,
He's-
he's actually
he
doing
was just a
something.
blogger, though. He was, he wasn't
Well,
anything.
it's more than that now. I mean,
definitely.
TMZ always checks out the progress of
Yeah,
Perez
they
Hilton,
do.
wondering if they're being closed in on, how close on their heels they are, and
He's in People now. I saw him picture him in People.
I know, they
At
always...
some red carpet event. He's a big star now.
well, let me just put it this way: I got Perez Hilton as one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
If that means anything to you, he's in my menu of favorites.
He's pretty dialed in.
Chris
He
Crocker
is.
ain't in my favorites.
And he'll give you an opinion as opposed to TMZ. They just kind of show you.
And I limit my favorites to a certain number so that I don't have to start scrolling down from my favorites. Like
Really?
I have a pretty big computer screen. I think it's like 20 some odd inches, but I have it so I'll eliminate, if I want to put something new in my favorites,
You'll
I'm at
take
the point
something
now
else
where I have
out?
to take something else out because I don't want to get to the point where I have to start scrolling down on my favorite menu. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to get rid of my favorites.
I don't either.
No idea how to delete
All you
favorites.
just got to do is
don't-
right-click on
Really?
on what favorite you want to delete, and just
I thought I've tried that.
offer you a delete option. So that's my thinking on favorites, is that I can't take any new ones in without eliminating an old one. So I'm very selective on what I take in. So when Perez Hilton made it on my favorites, something had to go. I don't remember what that was, but that just tells you the value of Perez Hilton's website right now.
Yeah, all right.
Not that I think it's better than TMZ, but it gives you a different angle and a different... yeah,
Normally
I'm sure
one on your stomach.
I'm sure he's accustomed to a different angle.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I just type like PE in my URL and it just pops up. I don't even go to favorites anymore. Just remembers it.
Yep. I'm a huge fan of favorites. Gotta have favorites.
Yeah, gotta have favorites.
Yeah.
My favorites are always up. It's not like I pull up my favorites. They're always there on the left side of the screen. You know?
I'm always deleting cookies and everything on my computer to make sure I don't get caught slipping.
You don't have to point out it's on your computer. No one would mistake it for deleting cookies in your regular life.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's true.
What else is going on out there, Terrence? What else is happening,
just
please?
a little quickie for...
Brittany and the new guy are currently on the TManShow.com, by the way. I just got passed a note by Pasty that says Brittany and her new agent, 37-year-old potential boyfriend.
Okay.
Which could be a turning of the page for Britney Spears. He's not overly good-looking by any means.
Right.
He's like a poor man's Vince Vaughn.
Really?
Around that age, around that kind of body structure. Not as good a body. Not that Vince Vaughn has a great body, but still this guy is not as good, not as good-looking, not as talented.
But he knows his role, and he likes that.
Well, we don't know enough about him yet to know that he knows his role, but that's at least what our theory is here.
Okay.
And that would mean that Britney's learning from her mistakes after all this time.
Hope so.
The picture is up on the TManShow.com.
Very good.
Feel free to bring about your own flair to that picture by cranking away. How are the cranksters doing?
Well, they're good as far as I know. People are always cranking like crazy all day long. It's really nice. I always get emails and I look at the crank.
Well, people don't want to jump off Terry Cam long enough to start cranking Terry. They don't want to lose their spots.
I know. You're right on that.
So it's a little bit of a...
I'll be right back. Please don't give my spot away.
Yeah, right. Anyway, what else is happening?
Just a little quickie for you. Oprah's ratings are actually down 7%. This is the third year in a row that her ratings have dropped, although she's still, the highest rated daytime talk show. But it seems as though...
Ellen DeGeneres is the equivalent of Perez Hilton and Oprah's TMZ. Well, that's like knock on Ellen and Oprah.
Well, I know that...
Let me just put it this way. Oprah's the queen.
No, we all know that.
And even though I'm not her biggest fan, I can be the first to acknowledge that Oprah is absolutely deserving of the title of being the queen, the king, whatever you want to call her. She's the king. Forget queen. When you will go back in history 300 years from now and do a study on television, Oprah's name will be, if not the first to surface, I don't know what comes before her.
Right. I understand.
If aliens were to come down from another planet and say, tell me about the most successful person in television, I might have to present Oprah to them, Terry. That's how big Oprah is. So you could tell me how our ratings are down 7%, and I could easily fire back at you that... I know you're just a messenger here, Terry, so I'm not making it like I'm blasting off on you here, but I will tell you this. The headlines will read that Oprah's ratings are down 7%. But take all that with a grain of salt, because every TV show that's been a long-running television show is going to have their ratings drop, because every week another channel pops up. Every month another 3 channels have come onto your cable lineup, have come onto your dish lineup, and that's the way TV is right now. I went from like 700 channels to 900 channels in the past year. I know. So the more channels there are, the more saturation there's going to be in TV, which is fine with me. I think the more options, the better. But for shows like Oprah, the more eyeballs that can drift elsewhere, the lower her ratings are going to go, and that's just the way it is for all of television.
Right.
So everything is going to go down as far as ratings when you compare them year upon year. NBA Finals ratings are going to go down because there's just more to do, more to watch, more to see. So don't think it's any kind of situation that Oprah has to worry about that her ratings are dropping. And believe me, at this point of her career, the last thing she's concerned about is where her ratings are at.
No, I understand that. Her circulation for her magazine is also down 10%.
There are more magazines out there than ever. Have you been to an airport lately?
Oh, my gosh.
They have to expand the little, what do you call them, gift shops? What do you call those places where you buy the gum and the papers and all the magazines and all the Slim Jims and the taffy? Yeah. they can't make the magazine racks.
No, I know.
They extend from one wall to the next and all.
And they go all the way around and then down.
This is just car magazines on this huge wall here, and everyone's putting out a magazine.
Yes.
So you have 900 channels. How many does Vinnie have?
A Vinnie. If Vinnie the Pooh were to get a channel today, he'd have one channel. Man's got no channel.
No channels.
I have no channels.
Jesus, really?
Everyone's getting more channels by the
I
day.
know, it's unbelievable. Except for Vinnie.
Vinnie the Pooh stays at 0.
I'm good.
He had 0 yesterday.
Yeah.
He has 0 channels today.
Well, tomorrow.
I think the chances are very strong that he'll have 0 channels tomorrow.
Wow. No channels at all?
I mean, I see no bruising on his body. I see no ill effects because of this.
I'm doing just fine. Thank you for your
He
concern.
claims he's doing just fine, but you knock my dish off for like half an hour. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going nuts.
It screws up the TiVo. It screws everything up.
I mean, seriously, the cable goes out for an hour, Terry. Are you freaking out or no?
Yeah, I do. I'm like,
I'm calling to get $10 back
I'm like,
on a
yeah, I am.
prorated monthly thing.
I'm like, hey, what's going on? Where's the trouble?
Vinny's had no channels
No channels.
for 4 months.
I can't even
internet-
imagine.
The
internet
man is
fine.
nary a channel.
I'm channel free.
I mean, seriously, the minute that you know you're moving or going somewhere else, you call ahead and get it all taken care of.
I don't understand it.
I
I
know.
don't need a channel.
Obvious.
He's like, Oprah? Who's that? What?
Exactly.
I've heard of her.
That chick in the color purple.
Wow.
That's on our ass.
Wow. It's a movie from like the year you were born, I would think. What year were you born? 87, 86, something like that?
84.
84?
Wow.
Color Purple, what, about 87, 86? Something like that?
Sounds right.
Sure.
Never saw it.
You saw the color purple?
Never.
I did buy Purple Rain, though, by Prince.
Oh, geez. Close enough. Vanessa, you're on the air. Good morning to you.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, good morning.
How are you?
Fine. How about you?
Good. What are you doing today?
Nothing.
Oh, geez. Why are you getting all giddy? What did I do? What did I say?
Excuse me?
Nice to have you on.
Oh, hi.
And nice for you to be on the radio, too. Oh, it is. Anyway, I don't get it. What can I do for you, Vanessa?
Well, I wanted you to hear... my side of the story from when Anthony called you last week.
I'm sorry, you referring... Oh, geez, Terry brought off the phlegm with that cough.
Sorry.
Or laugh, whatever it was. What you're referring to, what? A call we took on the air last week, or what?
Yeah, from Anthony,
From
that his girlfriend left him.
Like we remember every detail about Anthony's call. People are so interesting to think that I can even remember what the hell I had for breakfast this morning, not to mention what calls we took last week. A guy named Anthony called last week, and you know Anthony?
Yes, that's my boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend, all right? And refresh us as to what he called us about. Maybe we'll be reminded and we'll remember just about every detail there is to remember. But right now I'm kind of drawing a blank. I do remember an Anthony for some reason.
Okay.
But I don't remember what he called about, so...
Well, he called about how I left him and everything. And
Oh, so he was talking about his girlfriend.
Yes.
Or ex-girlfriend.
No, still girlfriend.
Still girlfriend. And you're calling to defend yourself.
Yes, and the reason why I left.
You're calling to tell your side of the story.
Yep.
A week later.
A week later.
When everyone has pretty much long forgotten it, and now you're rehashing it. And
I didn't know about it till like Saturday.
All right, no need to yell. Anyway, all right. What did Anthony say, and where did he go wrong?
Okay,
What are you wearing?
one is he was going through my phone all crazy, like erasing my messages and everything.
You remember this now, Terry?
Think.
Yeah, I remember it.
Think.
Anthony checked through her phone.
Yeah, I remember. I do kind of
He makes
remember
it like
that.
she checked through his phone, right? Didn't he make it like that?
No,
he called and said, somehow he borrowed her phone and then started checking it or something like that.
I remember a girl at a softball game rifling through some guy's phone and seeing naked pictures of another girl. Is that
I don't
that's
know.
not this call?
That's not this call.
Oh.
No.
This is I recall kind of that. Yes, he was rifling through her phone because she borrowed it or he borrowed it or something. But
No, and he doesn't like my parents.
Right. Yeah, he's the one who doesn't like his girlfriend's parents. All right, so what's your side of the story?
Oh, well, you see, that's it. He was going through my phone, and, like if I was doing something, and then when I would grab his phone to go through it, he'd just snatch it away from me.
Snatch, interesting word. And what did he say that you're saying is way off? I'm lost a little bit still. Hit me with more details, please.
What do you mean?
I think I remember, and in fact, one of the Terry Cam chatters remembers too. Are you the one you guys you left for a week and you didn't leave, and you asked T-Man if she moved everything out, and he said no, she just packed up a few things, and you said she's going to come back.
Yeah.
And
obviously she has come back.
Right,
so
right.
my prediction was...
Your prediction was right on target.
I'm shocked by that, Terry.
No, I'm not.
My predictions are never right.
What the hell do we play Michael Bolton
was right. This one was right. You said I'd come back on Saturday around 3 o'clock.
Of course my prediction was right. My predictions are always right. Can you tell what I mean, facetious? Oh, man, I'm screaming so loud I think my eyeball just fell out. Anyway, so why are you calling?
Oh,
she wants to give her side.
But you're back together. You're back together, and I said you guys would get back together, so why do you feel like you need to defend yourself? You came groveling back, or at least
I didn't come groveling back.
Well, did you come back after you made it clear you were pretty much moving on with your life? What happened? You went out there, you looked around, you realized there's nothing much out there, or you realized that you missed him so much, or a combination of both, or you realized that you got nowhere really to go, so you'd put up with his crap more than you originally thought you would? Which is the most accurate scenario?
No, I didn't realize anything. I always loved him, and I'm always gonna love him.
Then why do you pack up and leave if you love him? Why aren't you more tolerant of a man that you love if you love him so much? Huh? Answer me!
Whoa.
My eyeball just fell out again,
Quit yelling.
Mm-hmm. Put it back.
No, unless because, he gets me
I got
mad.
a damaged eye this morning, Vanessa. I want you to keep that in mind.
What?
Damaged.
I got some serious allergy issues going on this morning, and my eyes flared up to the size of a kumquat.
Oh, now it's a kumquat?
That's right.
It used to be a turnip.
Preparation H on there will help the flaring.
That is true.
Little pain in the itch.
And it probably
So where was I wrong?
So sick.
My question to you, Vanessa, is if you love him like you claim you do, then why are you walking out on him? Why are you making it like it's over? Why are you putting him through all kinds of grief and strife and all this crap when you should be more tolerant of...
I don't put him through anything. If anything, he puts me through stuff, and I still stay here.
Mm-hmm. But you leave in spurts.
No, I leave because he gets me mad.
I see. That makes sense.
And there's no point of talking to him sometimes.
Yeah,
he doesn't listen. But
every time a guy or a girl makes their significant other mad, they should pack up and leave for a week. And that's the way relationships should work.
I didn't even leave for a week. I left for like 3-4 days.
How many women do you think you had sex with in those 4 days?
None.
Oh, are you so sure about that?
Oh, I'm very sure.
Because I'm hearing stories.
No, everything. You see, when I go home...
You were on a break.
No.
It's okay.
No, it wasn't a break. It wasn't a break. It was just
so you pack up and leave, but you're still together. So
no,
it's the best of all worlds for him. He doesn't have his girlfriend to knock around, but he still has to be faithful because it's not a break in your mind.
He's not faithful when I leave.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. He's not faithful when you leave. Because
I don't know actually that for sure, but he wasn't last time.
I'm telling you for sure. Not last time and not this time. He wasn't faithful last time when you left, and believe me, he packed in quite the punch in those 4 days while you were gone, and it's not cheating because you decided to pack up and leave because you decided you guys needed a break. So... guys, when they know, and I told him, and he knew it when I said it, that you were coming back, he took full advantage of those 4 days that you were all in a huff and had to get away, and he knocked the stuffing out of so many women you wouldn't even be able to understand.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
He's like looking at his watch. Okay, she'll be leaving in the car in 3, 2, and 1.
No.
All right.
Speed dial.
Here we go. Come on over. Woohoo. Party time.
Well, we still have Anthony's number from last when he called, according to what Pasty is letting me in on here. Let's call Anthony and have him admit to us that he took full advantage of his girlfriend being so volatile, Terry, that she can just leave on a whim like this.
Well, she claims, I can kind of understand. You don't want it to get really out of control. You need a little cooling period.
He's going to deny it, Terry, but let's just hear and read between the lines as to...
Hello?
Hey, is this Anthony?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, man? I hear the radio on in the background. Can you turn that down?
Yeah, hold on.
You aware that your girlfriend's on the line with us right now?
So volatile.
See?
Yes.
He knows what show to listen to in the morning.
Yep.
He knows everyone knows to listen to the show because their girlfriend could turn up at any moment on the air.
That's a good reason, if nothing else. That's a good reason.
Anthony, your girlfriend's on the line saying that you painted her in a bad light last week. That's why she's calling. I'm saying that she can't just cut and run whenever she feels like it. Whenever she feels like she doesn't feel like dealing with you, she can't just take a 4-day pass. And if she does, she better be fully aware that you are going to take absolute 100% advantage like every guy should of those situations. Now tell her the reality. You can lie to her when I'm not around, but you can't lie to her now.
Ooh,
So tell her.
Anthony.
Tell her, because it's not really cheating, because you guys were on a break, whether she wants to acknowledge it or not.
Because she was moved out of the house.
Tell
right?
her how many girls you had sex with during the 4 days that she was so angry with you that it was over, Anthony, and she's never coming back.
She said it better be none.
How many women, Anthony?
Anthony, tell me how many women.
Whoa!
I don't run through no broads.
Oh, no broads. You hear
No
that,
broads.
Terry?
I ran through some ugly ones. That was easy.
I don't run through no.
So what did you do, Anthony, while she was out of the house?
What did I do?
Yeah, what'd you do, Anthony?
You had about 6 or 7 hoes, but no broads.
But no broads.
I just stayed home and took care of my daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what you call them?
Wow.
Come here, little girlie. So now you two are back to being the happy couple. Is that what I am to understand here? And you're going to live happily ever after? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that you had told Anthony that he needs to make a decision.
I don't remember what I told Anthony. I told him that volatile relationship, and especially when she's got this whooping cough, Terry. All she could do is spread germs all over Anthony. He doesn't need that.
But I thought that that's why he called too, because this is not the first time that she's done this. They have a tendency to, in and out of the house.
She's a very impulsive.
Right.
No, you said ask him why I left the last time.
She's a fly off at the handle.
I think it was like 3 weeks last
every time.
Nobody.
She's a fly off the handle kind of woman, Terry, that if you just piss her off for half a second, she's going to take a bag out, she's going to pack it up and move on for a few days and then expect to come back and everything being hunky-dory again. Well, this is the kind of baggage that's built up in a relationship that just seems to hover around you, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. And I told Anthony that you can't continue to hope that your relationship is going to be as solid as you want it to be if she keeps on cutting and running whenever times get a tiny bit tough.
Right.
Little bit. Oh, not even.
You better stop being more tolerant, Vanessa.
Hold up. Why did she leave the last time?
This last time it was because of the phone, but before that, it was because we just got into arguments and see like
About what?
Huh?
About what that makes you so angry that you gotta leave?
Why
is
do you
he
feel
cheating on you?
Okay,
Is he?
Tell us why you left, that you felt you were justified in leaving. We want to hear the justification.
No, I am a jealous person. So see, I'm a major jealous person. But just like last time I really left was because he was talking to some girl he used to mess with right in front of my face about kids and everything, knowing that I don't like her and like what the hell?
Well, why would you rather him do it behind your back?
Your kids and everything. And
my cousin's wife.
She asked him something and he goes, "Oh no, I don't want any kids."
It's his cousin's wife. The fact.
But he used to mess with her.
I don't care. It's still his cousin's wife. They're going to have contact with each other. Would you rather him have the conversation behind your back? The fact that he was willing to have this conversation when you were right there tells me that he was not with anything to hide. He didn't feel guilty about the things he was saying, and that shows some level of including you. It's not like he was sneaking around talking to her. Wouldn't that have been a lot worse?
Yes.
So then why are you getting all nuts?
Because then after I came back from that time, he was sticking around talking to some other girl.
Oh, so that one didn't work. So now she's going to give me something else.
So
Another
again,
reason
wait. So Anthony, why do you continually, knowing that your girlfriend has this very...
He can't win with her, Terry. I know your question. Why does he keep doing these things?
Why does he keep... But he does it on purpose.
No matter what. No.
Because he knows that she has a jealous...
You got it wrong, Terry.
No, I don't.
I'll tell you where you got it wrong.
He knows that she's jealous. He knows that it's going to irritate her.
When it comes to a jealous woman like this, no matter what you do, you're going to do wrong.
True.
So no matter what Anthony does, unless he just stays in bed all day by himself.
That's not true.
Great.
But he purposely does it. He knows. He knows how to push her buttons, and he's pushing her buttons for a reason.
Her buttons get pushed by themselves, Terry.
No.
Her buttons get pushed by herself. He's not pushing her buttons.
Because he's too scared to actually tell her, I don't want to be with you anymore, because maybe she has a little psycho tendency.
Anthony, let's ask Anthony. Anthony, do you want to continue to be with this woman?
Of course I do.
Well, then why do you keep pushing the buttons, knowing
not pushing her buttons?
I'm not trying to.
You are. Why do you keep talking to all these?
You don't have to try, Anthony. Her buttons get pushed anyway because she's the type to fly off the handle over.
She admits that she is.
When she's in the right mood, she's going to find something to fly off the handle about. That's the way Vanessa is, and she knows it. Whether she wants to admit it now or not is another story.
No.
It's
yes,
not.
Yes.
No, you know what? You shut your face, okay?
Oh.
You know what?
What?
Don't do this over the radio, okay?
Oh, okay. What you get home?
Oh, yeah. Wait till I get home. I'll freaking leave work right now.
Do it. Come on, do it.
Calm yourself down. Take your Ritalin, girl.
Anthony, you feel like you feeling as though she's embarrassing you right now on the live public airwaves?
Well, what was that?
I get a sense that Anthony's feeling like he's being a little bit embarrassed here by his own girlfriend. Well, that may be the way you talk to each other behind closed doors, but Anthony is not comfortable with the way you're talking to him right now, live on the airwaves. So you better lock it up, girl.
Oh, she better lock it up. He's only work now.
So you guys have, like, great sex because you're all passionate and you're just like this wild couple, the way you swear, yell, and throw it out and, like, this at each other, or what? Would you say, Vanessa, that you have great sex with Anthony, yes or no?
Yes, of course, the best ever.
Wow, best ever. How old are you?
19.
Oh!
How old is Anthony?
Ask me at 29. He's 15th best, actually.
And how many men, because Anthony's been dying to ask you this and he hasn't had the guts, how many men have you been with up to this point in your life?
2.
2 guys?
Yes.
Well, then your statement that you just made prior to my question doesn't really have a huge impact if he's the best ever and you've had one other guy.
He's also second from the worst.
Hey, man, I have no sex.
Second from the bottom.
Yeah. Take your pick.
Second from last, Anthony.
What?
She's only had 2 guys, is our point. Anyway.
No.
No or yes?
That's it, yes. I only have, but he is the best. He is.
Yeah, but the best compared to one other guy.
I don't want any other guy.
Unless you want to admit to us that you lied and you've had sex with 200.
No, ew. No.
Ew. Mm-hmm.
No, I see, because I don't want any other guy. I just want him.
I see. Well, Steve says that Anthony should get rid of you. And Steve is on the line. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. Hey, Anthony, let me tell you something, man. She's not even 21 yet, and she's trying to tell you what to do. Hey, let her go, because there's way too many women out there that would not act like this on the radio, telling you to, oh, my God, she's got to go, man. Bye.
Vanessa, do you have... No, wait, Steve.
What?
Yeah. Do you have a response to what Steve is saying, Vanessa?
Yeah, he doesn't know me and Anthony, okay? Like.
And if he knew you and Anthony, what would he find out?
He would know is that we always play around like this. When we're in public, you know, we don't act like a couple.
But you packing up and leaving for 4 days with no communication whatsoever, because Anthony told us, if I recall correctly, that he had no text messages from you, he had no phone calls from you. Right. For 4 solid days, there was no even awareness as to whether you were alive or dead. So you can make it like, oh, you're all playful with each other, but obviously it takes on a lot of other modes between you and Anthony, because he called us in desperate moments last week when he said his girlfriend, or someone he thought was hopefully still his girlfriend, was nowhere to be found. So how do you explain that, Vanessa?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Okay, look.
But the thing is that obviously he is just as crazy for her as she is for him, because why would he call and be so worried about where she is, and if he really wanted to get rid of her?
Steve, are you concerned that one of these two are going to wind up killing the other, or what?
Oh, definitely. And she has a horrible cough. Anthony, she got to go, man.
Yeah, ask him who gave it to me. Ask him who gave it to me. Don't blame it on me.
The neighbor. Who gave her the cough, Anthony?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, they're perfect
You
for
picked
each
that up
other.
from
Really, they are.
Picked that up from one of the girls you were messing with while she was gone?
Nah.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah, you did.
I bet you it was well worth it, too.
Oh, yeah. Always worth that, a cough.
Anthony's real slick. He's got some side action. I know he does.
What? Is that true?
That is true. I take a lot more than a cough for the right side action. I mean, if we're on a break, Terry.
Right,
we're on an official break.
Right.
And when you're married, you're never on an official break.
Right.
Your wife just can't, I mean, she's only 19, so I guess packing up and leaving for 4 days is acceptable. But at some point, it's got to stop. And I say that point starts now. Go.
They're perfect for each other.
When is the next time she's going to leave going to be, Terry? Next month? For
Maybe
what, 5 days?
But
or
you
what?
know what the thing is?
I go out and party when I leave. I don't even do that. I go home. I try to,
Oh, Anthony should be so grateful that you're not out partying. Oh, Anthony, did you hear this? You should be so thanking your lucky stars that Vanessa's not out partying while she's on her 4-day hiatus from you.
I go to my mom's house. What am I going to do there?
She could be tearing it up for 4 days, and you should be oh so thankful that your girlfriend's not out ripping it up while you're not being talked to for 4 straight days.
Oh, wow.
Is Anthony the same age as Vanessa?
How old are you, Anthony?
Man, I'm 24.
Mm-hmm. And now you two are back in better than ever. Is that right?
Well, yeah, pretty much so. You know what I mean?
Why don't I hear the convincing sound in your voice? I asked you a simple question. You two are back and better than ever, and I'm not feeling convinced with your answer, Anthony.
T-Man, we're back and better than ever, T-Man.
Mm-hmm. Still not feeling it, but that's all right. Vanessa, do you have any final words for your boyfriend, Anthony?
Yeah, I'll call you right now, okay?
Oh, boy.
What'd you say?
I'm going to call you right now, okay?
And when you call him...
I speak Vanessa.
All right, let's pretend you called him and no one else is listening. What are you going to say to him?
What are you doing?
Oh.
No, I'm just going to ask him a couple questions.
Like?
What are the questions? Why not ask him right now?
So who was here while I was gone for 4 days?
Nobody.
Don't lie, Anthony.
Nobody was there.
Anthony, do you swear...
Where'd you go, huh?
What was that?
Where'd you go?
I didn't go nowhere.
You didn't go nowhere? Not your grandma's house?
Stood home like a good little boy waiting for his lady to get her ass back home.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't drink or anything of those times? Talk to any other girls? Space it too?
She knows stuff.
So if he talks to any other girls, that's a major violation in your mind?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's not allowed to talk to any other girls while he's in a relationship with you.
I'm not allowed to talk to any guys at all. I don't have any guy friends. Unlike him, he still talks to all of them and everything.
Anthony, you want to be in a relationship where you're not allowed to talk or basically look at any other girl?
I don't mind it too much because she's what I want.
Do you think that's...
See,
do you think that's fair, Vanessa? Do you think it's fair? Look at how whipped Anthony sounds on the radio right now. I'm
she's
sorry.
The one I want. But the thing is, okay.
I know Anthony's tougher than this. I know he is, Terry.
But the thing
he's
is...
a little scared of his girlfriend.
He is.
Anthony, do you acknowledge... Anthony, do you acknowledge that you're a little fearful of your girlfriend, yes or no?
I'm a little what?
You're a little scared. You're a little scared of your girlfriend, yes or no?
I'm not scared of my girlfriend.
Well, then why are you saying when I ask you if you realize you're not allowed to look at any other women, you're like, well, I don't want to look at her.
Because she's what I want.
Come on, Anthony. Come on.
But
you're talking to the T-man here. You're telling me you don't want to be able to look at any other girl? Is that what you're telling me? That you don't need to look at any other girl? Are you nuts? Come on, Anthony.
By the way, T-Man.
Vanessa, you should not be treating him like this.
We're making Vanessa out. You're making Vanessa out to look like she's, really psychotic and jealous psychotic. And stuff like that. She's admitted
she's a nice girl, but she's psychotic.
Right, okay, anyway.
There's a lot of cool girls that are psychotic, Terry. There are a lot of girls that are definitely worth being with that are psychotic for a lot of reasons.
Which she obviously is because Anthony is with her and wants to be.
She's at least got to acknowledge that she's psychotic. She's got to work on things. She's got to realize. She's got to realize that Anthony is allowed to look at other girls.
But here's the thing.
All right?
Here's the thing. She even said that Anthony is a jealous guy.
Wow.
And the thing is that I bet Anthony is just as jealous as she is.
I don't believe it.
I do.
I don't hear it. If it's true, I don't hear it.
Because we're concentrating on how psychotic Vanessa is.
Yeah, you blaming on me. What?
Well, because
you hate me this way. Well, ask him if I talk to any guys or anything. If I go out with any guys at all. I never did that, even in the beginning of the relationship. Even when he used to talk to his homegirls on the phone and everything.
Typically, one of the two takes on the mode of being the jealous one and the crazy one, and that's Vanessa. It usually isn't a two-way street, Terry.
I bet you Anthony.
Anthony, would you say that you're as hyped up with the jealous factor that Vanessa is revealing to us and we're just not seeing it right now on the radio? Is that something that you're concealing, or is it just not to the same level of Vanessa's level of crazy jealousy?
I'm a very jealous person. I'm just not as jealous as Vanessa, my girl.
I don't think anyone is.
Well, how jealous am I?
Well, you just admitted on the air that he's not allowed to look at any other girl.
Look.
He's not allowed to talk to any other girl because that's a violation of your relationship. If he's caught talking to any other girl, you are going to fly off the frickin' handle.
So if there's a woman
there's
a woman working the drive-thru, he's just got to keep going. Looks like I'll try Taco Bell now. Damn it.
It's basically like that. If he were to go to a drive-thru and wait on his food, if there's a girl about to hand it to him, he's got to hit the pedal and speed away.
Yep.
But you know what? If Anthony found out that while she was away at any given point in time, any of their little breaks, that she was out there kicking it with some dude,
and actually he
would be lit.
It actually makes more sense for Anthony to be all pissed off about that because she's the one who voluntarily walked out on him. He didn't walk out on her.
Because he was talking to other women.
He doesn't know whether she's coming back or not when she leaves on these 4-day hiatuses.
Driving him crazy.
Then all of a sudden, when she feels good and ready, she comes walking back through the door again. I'm sorry, that doesn't fly.
You get to pick and choose when you're in a relationship.
You're going to pick and choose when you're in a relationship, Vanessa? Is that how it's going to work?
No.
Well, say you're sorry to Anthony.
Why do I have to say I'm sorry?
Because
I left?
Because you left, exactly.
Oh, whose fault is that I left?
Well, why would he leave again?
Because Anthony's been talking to other women.
His cousin's wife!
And other...
Who he messed with?
That's in the past.
But
he wants to bring up past, so can I.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Here comes the game.
Here come the threats now.
Hey, you know what?
And a threat.
I don't even bring up the past. This is ridiculous. Come on, this is like some little schoolgirl stuff. Leave it alone.
Look who's talking. You always bring up the past.
I don't even bring up the past. You're the one on the radio talking about it right now.
Because you put me on blast last week. What the hell?
How did I put you on blast?
Talking about your girlfriend left and how it's all my fault and this is why they're turning against me.
You did.
All right. What? What? Hello?
Anthony's still there?
He's scarred.
Yeah.
Oh, she's asking what?
What'd you say?
I think the last question was what. Let me read the transcript back. Yeah, what is the question on the table?
Anthony?
What?
What'd you say?
About what?
I don't know the last thing you said other than what.
Oh, you can't say that on the air.
Sorry.
Anthony can't say that word.
He's starting to get
frustrated.
heated.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all right. I understand how that happens.
But I agree with you.
Believe me. I'm sure I've said it 16 times in my home over the past week. In moments of frustration. So, are you guys able to move forward now in your relationship or what?
I'll leave everything behind when he leaves that work, that job.
Okay, so you're the type of girl to get all ridiculously heated, but then after the moment's gone, you let it go.
Yes, I let a lot of things go.
Okay, she doesn't hold on to her anger. That's
There
a good
you go.
quality. Or anger.
There you go.
That's a good quality. All right. So when I ask the question, she doesn't give me direct answers, but I have to surmise what her answer pretty much is. When I ask the question, if you're able to move on from here, Vanessa's saying absolutely yes. She's never felt better about her boyfriend.
Of course, I love him.
And he loves her as much as he complains.
And they're going to
That's
live
his heart
happily
right there.
ever after?
Yes. It'll be a
I
very...
love my 360, so I don't know if I should marry it or live with it or, you can love lots of things.
All right, why don't you two end up this call by making nice and blowing kisses on the radio and moving on from there. Go ahead.
Hey.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you right now, right, sexiness?
What did you say, baby?
I said I'll call you right now, right, sexiness?
All right, mama.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye, baby.
Love you too. Bye.
So whipped.
There it goes.
Very, very romantic. Her voice to me is like somebody slowly letting the air out of a balloon. Have you ever heard that noise? That's what her voice sounds like to me.
Vanessa and Anthony, a.k.a. Sexiness and Mama.
In the morning.
Happy together again. Will Sexiness and Mama live happily ever after? These questions and many more to be answered on upcoming T-Mans. The T-Man Show. Just what this wench needs, Terry. Dina Lohan?
Yes.
Dina Lohan, the Lindsay Lohan mom show, actually did pretty well in the ratings. But there's that curiosity factor of a first episode. Even Vince McMahon's football league did well in the first week.
I remember that.
The XFL.
The XFL with He Hate Me.
He Hate Me's in the league, isn't he?
Yeah,
He
that's what I
made
thought.
it in the NFL.
He's in the NFL.
What's his name?
He doesn't go by He Hate Me anymore.
He does not. I forgot who that is.
He was kind of a special teams guy in the NFL. Wasn't really good enough to be any kind of real starter. But, yeah, He Hate Me made it to the NFL.
Yeah.
But the point is that the XFL...
Yes.
Isn't that what they called it?
Great name.
The XFL.
Yeah.
Everybody
XFL.
was expecting...
No fair catches.
We don't allow fair catches. We don't have a bunch of pussies waving their hand in the air when a punt is kicked at them. No, they get their heads taken off. Oh, people are going to love that. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Brian Bosworth doing an analysis during the game. So we got to love that.
He had big ratings for the first week. Vince McMahon did for his football league. And then second week, in the proverbial crapper. Carlet City. And I don't think it made it to, like, week 6.
Yeah.
I think it got canceled the first season midway through.
That I agree with. I'm not positive, but...
I don't think they played a full season.
I don't think so.
I think they were like, yeah, you guys can go home. I know we promised, like, an XFL Super Bowl, but that ain't happening. Because because no one's watching anymore.
Yeah, and leave your jerseys over there in that bin.
Yeah, I'm going to need to try to get a refund on those.
Helmets over in that bin. Shoulder pads over there.
Maybe there's another guy named He Hate Me that'll take it back.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't want to buy it. Anyway, so because Lindsay Lohan's mom got big ratings in her first week on E, doesn't mean that the show's going to be successful.
I understand.
All right.
Got it.
Also, Denise Richards' show entitled It's Complicated got good ratings as well.
Okay.
So Charlie Sheen is probably happy to read the numbers on that, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
After he's been at the throat of Denise Richards, not literally yet, over her putting the kids on the show, Terry.
Right.
Feeling like they don't need that kind of exploitation given all they've been through. Well, he could be happy in knowing that a whole bunch of million people are watching them on E, Terry, because Denise Richards' show did well in its first week, and so did Lindsay Lohan's mom. But don't read into that is what I'm telling you. Now, what else is going on this morning, please?
I have some R. Kelly trial update for you. Just basically, prosecutors are continuing to call in on the witness stand people, like, for example, one of R. Kelly's former employees. Her name is Lindsay Perryman, and she says that she's 110% sure that the man on the tape was her former boss, R. Kelly. She even recalls being introduced to the young girl, and she says that he called her his goddaughter.
But he didn't call her sexiness
or mama.
Or mama, right?
Right.
Okay, so it couldn't have been that intimate, Terry. Terry, I'm not hearing any kind of blockbuster-type evidence that is coming out onto the courtroom floor, steps, little jury box, little witness stand. I'm not hearing any kind of bombshells being thrown out there in the R. Kelly trial by the prosecution. They're parading one witness up after the next, saying, yeah, I know him. I think that's pretty much
identification,
him.
and that's a big deal.
We all saw the tape and thought it looked like R. Kelly. Tell us something we don't know.
But he's sitting there going, no, it wasn't me. You have to confirm.
Because
and the
it may
alleged
not
victim.
Be. There's reasonable doubt. Plus the fact there's been like 10 years or so that's elapsed since the peeing actually took place. Could be anyone's urine at this point.
Wow. Also, too, they called two former friends of the alleged victim as well. So, it's kind of what's
Sounds
going
like a little
on
overkill to me, Terry. Sounds like they keep parading, as I said, one witness after the next up on the witness stand to say, yeah, I know him, and that was him. All right, well, I never met him. I don't think I've ever met R. Kelly, and I could look at that tape and think it pretty much looks like him, too. Now what?
I was showing the jury that we could do this all week if you'd like. I could parade 600 people up here, and they would all say it because they all know her and him.
Yeah, could we make the trial 10 years long and keep bringing everyone he's ever known or met in his life up there to say it looks like him? We all agree it looks like him on that tape. Well, is there a sample they're going to test at any point, Jerry?
No.
Is there any new evidence they're going to present, or is this all they got?
So far, that's what they've got.
They want the jury to come back with a conviction based on this? You can forget it. R. Kelly's going to fly.
Oh, he's believed it for a long time.
So I'm not concerned about R. Kelly if I'm R. Kelly right now, Terry.
Well.
Can I call you Telly?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
I like Telly better.
Last name Tubby?
Savalas?
Oh, wow.
Tubby. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about them. Pat Robertson hates them.
How could you? Right.
So what?
Well, I'm just... I just...
So what? Exactly is my point.
Okay.
So what?
Well, they're going to try and convince the jury, obviously, without reason...
I didn't believe the first 97 people, but that 98th person they just brought up on the stand saying that looked like him? Oh, I am coming back with a guilty verdict now. I'm just putting myself in the place of the jury.
Too fine.
Oh, let me tell you, the prosecution is just knocking it out of the park here, aren't they?
You know, that's why you would probably never be called to be a juror, because
that bastard's guilty. I better lock him up, or else he may pee on me or my family at some point in the future. I won't be able to sleep at night knowing there's a...
Order in the court, jury number 12, sit down and shut up.
Jury number 12 is doing just fine here. He's just evaluating all the evidence like I'm told I'm supposed to do.
Jury number 12,
that or fall asleep. Which would you prefer?
And when's lunch?
And you're paying, right? How much of a stipend do I get for lunch again?
It's like $10, isn't it?
$10?
Yes.
Does that get you?
You can't even get a 6-inch sub at Subway for $10 anymore these days.
Looks like the teriyaki lady's not getting tipped. Sorry.
My gosh.
Blame the court.
What else is going on in this world besides wasted taxpayer dollars on courtroom time?
Another courtroom drama that is that we haven't really touched on because of the R. Kelly thing is Rob Lowe, remember?
You don't have to touch on it when you pee on it, Terry. Huh? Go ahead. What were you saying now about Rob Lowe?
Rob Lowe and his nannies.
Oh, yes.
That whole courtroom drama thing.
Rob Lowe's nannies are turning on the Lowe's.
Yes. Well, Rob Lowe has actually dropped his lawsuit against his former chef, which he had one.
He had a lawsuit against his chef, but now that the nanny is suing him, he's like, I have no time to focus on my lawsuit against the chef. I got to defend myself.
The thing is that the chef has decided to turn against the nannies and be a part of the Rob Lowe team in the lawsuit against the nannies.
So it sounds like a little bit of an agreement that was struck there. Yes. I'll drop my case against you for burning the chicken croquet, and is there such a dish? I'm not a big cook there.
I don't know. Although I did watch Hell's Kitchen last night.
Oh, that makes you such the accomplished chef, I'm sure.
Anyway, he is, the chef is
now going to testify on the behalf of the Lowe's.
Well, and is going to give information to Rob and his wife Cheryl about the two ex-nannies who are accusing the Lowe's of sexual harassment. So.
Family with two nannies. Nice. And they were getting on freaking out each other? Is that what the chef is going to testify?
I don't know about that, but remember.
Then I walked into the room, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was going to say all kinds of sexual things were going on between the nannies, or at least this is what's going on in my mind right now.
Maybe that's what's going on in
Did they ever work together at the same hours?
No, I believe they worked just two separate times.
I see. So they weren't even working at the same...
Right. I think one was fired first, and then they hired the other one. And
did they just coincidentally sue Rob Lowe at the same time, or when one sued, the other decided, hey, I went in on this action too?
Right.
Because
they both have Gloria Allred.
What you said he did to you, he did to me too. Where's my money?
That's how it went down.
Yeah, but it wasn't even necessarily all him. It was a lot of the accusations are against his wife.
Oh yeah, that's right. The real sexual harassment came from not Rob Lowe,
from Cheryl,
but Cheryl Lowe. Just to let everyone have it be known that women are very capable, especially these days more than ever, of sexually harassing other women.
Right.
That's pretty hot. Let's be honest.
Okay, whatever.
Could be going on right now across this great country of ours. As we sit here, as we speak, Terry, women are out there in the offices of America harassing other women. That's a pretty awesome thought, isn't it?
Love it.
Listen, girlie, I got a fist right here, and it's got your name on it, unless you don't want that promotion.
Wow, that's some pretty serious harassment. She is the master of innuendo. What do you mean by that?
God. I'm just thinking. Terry's talking about how it should be known, and this nanny is putting in depositions and court documents that it wasn't necessarily as much Rob Lowe harassing me as it was his wife who was sexually harassing me, letting it be known to the world who may not be aware. I mean, Joe America out there may not be on top of the reality of the world that says that women are sexually harassing other women out there as much or perhaps more than men are. Because that's where we're at in this crazy world of ours.
Sounds like a good screenplay for a movie. I'll see you at the coffee shop later. We'll work on it.
Wow. In the 90s version of the movie, it was Michael Douglas harassing Demi Moore. In the modernized version here in 2008, what actress is going to take the part to do the sexual harassing of Demi Moore, even though she made it up in the movie? Who do you pick? Who do you got? Who do you throw out there as a perfect actress to be just an actress that can be a convincing actress to have you believe that she's sexually harassing another woman with her position of power in the workplace? What actress today is out there that would be the one you would call in for the reading first?
Julia Roberts, not too old, not too young.
Julia Roberts has
pretty enough.
Meg Ryan?
Well, Meg Ryan's kind of seen her day, Terry.
Oh, okay. And she hasn't done anything in a while. True.
Time else going
Lips are blown up like a
Oh, my gosh.
mallard duck.
Mallard duck.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you throw out Goldie Hawn while you're at it, Terry?
Nicole Kidman.
A little better, a little
bad.
better. Not horrible. Not horrible. But I'm sure.
Witherspoon?
Reese Witherspoon. Yes. And has just gone through enough hard times in her real life to be able to transfer that type anger and passion to the big screen. I like what you're doing there, Terry. I like where you're going with this.
I don't see Reese as evil, though. That's going to be tough for her to pull off.
Well, if Reese is the accomplished actress, the Academy Award-winning actress that she seems to be,
Right.
she could pull it off.
She won an Academy Award for playing the banjo?
She won the Academy Award for playing the banjo,
Wow.
indeed.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
What a deal. Man.
And in playing the banjo, in between her little moments of playing the banjo, she played the part of Johnny Cash's little girly thing there rather well.
Top notch, I guess.
Did you see the movie or no?
I
did. You
did.
see Walk the Line?
I did. I saw it on a plane, so I saw about, I was in and out.
Oh, movies on a plane are so just easy to follow, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. I'm so comfortable in that chair.
Especially with those high-tech headsets they give you.
Oh, right. I know. Boy, if I had an AM radio, it would sound awesome.
The crying baby next to you and the old lady who's falling asleep on your shoulder.
Oh, the scoliosis developing in my back. Don't forget that.
And the kosher meal they decided to give you because they were out of regular meals.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, of course. You could follow every moment of the movie they're showing on the plane, no doubt about it.
So I should probably watch it again.
And especially since it was like a 3-hour movie, I'm sure it just made your movie experience that much more enjoyable on the plane.
Yeah.
You might want to buy the DVD or at least rent it. And
No, we have it. I just haven't opened it.
Wow.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
Sure, it's on cable from time to time. You can get yourself in a more comfortable environment and actually watch the movie. I mean, it's watchable. It's a very watchable movie, and I'm not sitting here highly recommending it, but I saw it in the theaters, and it wasn't torture. That's all I ask.
All right, what a deal. That's quite the endorsement.
It was not torture by any means.
There's plenty of movies ahead of it I have on my list. I need to
There
see.
should be a lot of movies you have ahead on your list than Walk the Line. I'm not saying it should be top of your list.
Okay, well,
you haven't even seen Donnie Brasco yet. The video
Oh, my God.
Exactly. I was thinking about it because you talked about it yesterday.
Pinch of salt. Punch. What did I say? Pinch?
Yes.
Well, bring it in. I keep telling you to bring it in.
All right.
I'll give you Carlito's way.
I'll buy
we'll be
it.
even.
I'll buy it today.
Geez.
No, you're right. I need to see it.
Is that a fair offering, Terry?
Probably so. I would say because I've seen both.
All right, what are we talking about again?
Who would play
Now,
the...
we need somebody to get harassed.
Yes. That's true. We do need the one to be harassed.
Oh, who's going to be the little impressionable flower
The
type
nanny?
actress?
I got Scarlett
You
Johansson.
keep thinking nannies. I'm thinking more corporate
Yeah,
America,
she's not
Terry. You're still
getting it.
stuck in the low.
but she's the
We're not
nanny,
talking
though.
about taking Rob Lowe's situation and making it a
we're not.
movie. We're talking overall about how women are harassing women. And we want a movie. Oh, jeez. The fact we have to explain the show to Terry, and she's like
She's part of it, and she needs to
she's
be
part of it. She needs it explained to her.
You even said the Michael Douglas Demi Moore routine. That's
I
know
doing
that.
to try to pound it.
got it,
We're
but
not talking about Rob Lowe anymore. Now I have to come full out
I
and say
got
it.
it.
Oh, you mean who plays?
you got it now, really?
Who plays Rob Lowe's wife? Oh, okay.
Terry, we're talking overall now. All right, we've moved
Overall,
on. We've
fine.
moved on from the Rob Lowe situation.
All right.
Terry hates us and will not talk to us the rest of the day.
Rob Lowe and his wife
And you
tag.
love it.
Rob Lowe and his wife tag team the nannies, and everyone
Yes,
knows
they
it.
did.
And there doesn't need to be a movie made because I've already seen the movie a dozen times in my head already this morning.
All right.
We're talking about just the overall concept of women harassing women in the workplace. Now, Terry, you're in a position of power here at the mighty radio station. I wonder if you've ever transferred, if you've ever taken that power and maybe walked up to a little impressionable intern and told them that they can get ahead if they do a little servicing of the Tari-free little, well, not so little, private areas. I'm wondering if that's the case.
No.
You've never done that. Because you don't hang around long enough after the show.
Correct.
Maybe if you did, you'd realize there's stuff to hang around for. You got power, baby. You know that? So your summer internship ends when? Late August, early September? Well, I mean, I'm sure you'd like to hang on at the station afterward. They do hire some of the interns. That could be you, if the price is right.
All right.
These are the things you could be doing, Terry. All women of power in corporate America apparently are doing these things. Are you aware of
they
that?
are. Well, that's the way it sounds.
Is that not your cup of tea?
Not my cup of tea.
Whatever. You'd be a natural at it, trust me.
The price is right.
If Terry did hang out like 1 minute past 10 o'clock on a given morning, and she decided to go the harassment route, don't you think she'd be one of the all-time greats?
A real natural.
Absolutely.
Real mind for the business.
Now, I have to, with that said, say that you would be probably more apt to harass men than women.
Yes.
I think that'd be more up your alley. I don't think you're as attracted to women as some of the 21-year-old girls, the 19-year-old girls out there that are just kind of raised on knowing they can just let themselves go in a much more freer fashion than you felt growing up in a adopted white family, Terry.
Terry free, not so free.
Terry free, ironically, in bondage. So I think you'd be a much better harasser of the young, impressionable male walking around the office.
I've already done that, though. Remember, years ago, hot patroller, got him in the van.
Oh, right.
Been there, done that.
But you really didn't fulfill your promises of getting him ahead in the business, Terry.
But that's part of harassing. They're always empty promises, right?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
So there you go. Already been there, done that, harassed. And?
You were a natural at it. I do recall. Olimar, you're on the air. Is it Olimar? Because I have a golf club named after you.
Yeah, it's Olimar.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I wish it was Malamar.
It's like the TV golf club I once was up at 2 in the morning. I always am the sucker that buys stuff when I watch infomercials at 3 in the morning.
This looks like a really good deal, dude.
Oh, that club is going to make my golf game so good.
Yeah. Did it work?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken it out of the case. But anyway, yes, Olimar.
I got a girlfriend who has double standards for our relationship and everything with me, from anybody I talk to or even who I bring my daughter around.
All right. Can you be more... I'm sorry, I know you've kind of given us a little light on the double standards that she throws your way, but I'm sorry, I need more specifics. What exactly is she saying that she is not going to tolerate that she does herself? Because that's apparently what you mean by double standard, right? She's able to do things that she would absolutely not tolerate you doing.
Right, so she won't let me bring my daughter around any female friends that I might have that she doesn't know or she doesn't approve of.
Is it her daughter too, or no? No.
It's our daughter.
It's your daughter. It's both your daughters.
Yes.
Okay.
She won't let me bring our daughter around any females that she doesn't approve of, but she's not opposed to bringing our daughter around any guy at any given time. And I don't have a problem with that because I'm going to be the one that they're coming back to at the end, and it's not like any situation to be worried about. But apparently she has some super jealous fit about it.
But you resent the fact that she doesn't let you use your your discretion at who you can bring your daughter around, thinking that she's going to be, the daughter could be influenced by all kinds of hoochies and...
Exactly.
Uh-huh. Well, are these women hoochies that you're bringing your daughter around, or what?
No, not at all. I mean...
Because I'd say, leave your daughter at home and take me with you.
Can you say how old his daughter is?
How old's your daughter?
Oh, she's barely 5 months. So it's not like she's getting super...
So what's...
Yeah, it sounds like
if she's
like
13, then maybe, something could rub off if these girls that you hang around are really kind of freaky. But what is she worried about? 5-month-old daughter. What could happen? Are you letting these women that you hang around in these situations hold your daughter, or what?
Not even. Like, if I see a girl, like even when me and her and our daughter are walking around in the store, if I see a girl that I know, she's opposed to me, like, calling that girl out to come look at my daughter. I mean, I'm proud of my daughter. I want to show all my friends my daughter, but if...
I'm sure this isn't an unusual scenario, Terry. A mom who's, feeling like she's got the final say because mother trumps father when it comes down to baby needs. Feels like she can do some things that she's not going to allow him to do because she's not around to see what's going on. So he's not allowed to bring his daughter around other women, not tolerated, but she can do whatever she pleases, basically, as far as who she she brings the daughter around. Is that fair in your mind or no?
Well, I think that the mother has concerns, so yes, to a certain extent.
Even though it's a double standard, you see it as fair.
Well,
some double standards are fair.
Yes, I think that sometimes what happens, some of her concern would probably be that as the father, you getting sidetracked and not really paying attention to your daughter's needs.
Because fathers by nature are careless and don't have the instincts of a mom, is what you're saying.
Maybe so. Maybe that is what I'm saying.
Neglectful losers that really will have the child be run over by a bus if they actually lose focus for a second.
No, seriously, I think that truly just by nature, women have a more nurturing way about them. And I think that sometimes men do have a tendency to kind of not really pay attention to the finer little details.
We lapse.
A little bit. So
you see exactly where this woman's coming from, and this man should just tolerate it and pick his battles and move on with his life.
I think sometimes you do have to, yeah. It's very safe to pick battles.
So it's basically
but also to prove that I am a good father and I do pay attention, things like that. Maybe that'll help.
His woman is saying, I squeezed this daughter of ours out of my butt, so I got the final say.
Pretty much. Yep, I didn't see you doing it.
And other women don't get to enjoy her because they didn't squeeze her out the way I did.
And
that makes sense.
It does.
The situation to me is like...
All right, hang on a second. I'm up against a hard break here. This guy has more to say. I'll give him a couple extra minutes. This guy's getting frustrated. You can feel his frustration, Terry.
Yeah.
He's starting to realize that the rules aren't perfectly aligned. Hang on to that thought. The T-Man Show. All right, all of them are still hanging on. I know you're dying to give us an update now on the Kobe Bryant situation, Terry. Now you're aware. Are you going to report in this story that the Lakers are clearly with their foot at the throat of your defending champion San Antonio Spurs? You're not going to get into the sports aspect of this at all. Because what's ironic, every time Kobe Bryant gets in any kind of scandal, he steps up his game.
It is interesting.
Accused of rape, MVP.
Right. Didn't he score an all-time high when he came back from that trial one time?
One time he went to the trial by day.
And then flew back and played.
Took a quick flight.
Yeah.
Scored about 70 points.
Yeah,
and now you got this whole hubbub about did Kobe have sex with a Lakers cheerleader? Please say yes. And because somebody's got to take her down, Terry. She's only 18, is that right?
Only 18, yes.
Well, but she might as well be 40 because it's all good. What is the status? What's the situation?
Well, Kobe Bryant and his team of lawyers are all in the sue mode. They are going to sue Dirty.com because they are the ones who came out with the story that Kobe is, yes, indeed, having an affair with an 18-year-old Lakers cheerleader who, by the way, her name is Vanessa as well.
Oh, keep things simple. Very smart.
I guess so.
It's the same website that broke the Matt Leinart in the hot tub with 4 girls in the beer bong story.
Yes, and all those pictures of the drunk athletes at the...
That was a great story.
Yes.
So the Dirty has been kind of on top of a couple of big stories over the past 2 months.
Yes.
And now the Dirty is the only one reporting. You don't hear really TMZ reporting this.
No.
There are some... Even places like TMZ have to worry about lawsuits. They have to worry about whether they're right on the story or not. And even though I can sense, because I saw it on TMZ.com, I saw it on their TV show last night, they're reporting it, but they're giving the Dirty all the credit to take the onus off them.
Well,
it's almost like they're pussying out. They want to go with the story, but they want to have an escape hatch so they don't get sued by Kobe Bryant and his lawyers. They're saying exactly what you're saying.
The Dirty is reporting.
That the Dirty is reporting that Kobe had this sexual situation going on with this Lakers cheerleader.
By the name of Vanessa.
By the name of Vanessa,
Curry.
yes.
And by the way, the pictures I see of her, I don't get it. She doesn't even hold a candle to Vanessa Bryant.
You're looking at the wrong pictures then.
No, I see her in her little cheerleader outfit.
Well, Vanessa Bryant happens to be a very, very pretty woman. She may be freaking nuts from what everyone's saying.
Right.
And if you look hard enough, you may find a follow-up story about Vanessa Bryant going off on some reporters because she's all... And one can understand, given the news that's come out about her husband now, on top of the stuff that came out a couple of years ago, that she's not in the best of moods.
Right. She's a little sensitive when it comes to her husband.
But I hear And I read on Perez Hilton, Terry, that she is just a maniac.
She went a little psycho on a female reporter, basically cussing her out.
There again, women hating other women. Why didn't she go off? Why didn't she say the F word? Why didn't she spew all this profanity at a male reporter, Terry?
Well, because maybe the male reporter wasn't standing in front of her and asking her those questions. I don't know, but...
If the male reporter was standing in front of her and asking her all those questions, I'm not so sure she would have unleashed this barrage of F words and all this profanity-laced tirade at a male reporter as quickly as she did it at the female reporter. Believe me on this. Believe me on this.
I think
you believe me on this. And back to your statement that this Vanessa cheerleader is not as pretty as Vanessa Bryant. Now, maybe you're right. Now, maybe you're right about that because Vanessa Bryant happens to be extremely beautiful. She's very hot, etc., etc.
Right.
But don't be telling me that this Laker cheerleader ain't cute, Terry, because if that's
She's
the case, then
cute and that's it.
You're looking at the wrong pictures.
Well, whatever.
She's beyond cute. Oh, now you're doing the impression of her posing in the picture? Oh, it's very dead on. Oh, Terry Cam.
This is her.
Terry Cam, people, aren't you getting a treat as Terry Free is imitating the pose?
I know, a Laker girl, Terry Free.
Terry Free is this close to being recruited by the Lakers as a Laker girl because she has nailed the pose and someone's getting a phone call.
Compared to that?
Terry, print out other pictures because I saw on TMZ.
I don't know. Well, I'm just telling you the ones that I have.
They showed pictures of this Laker cheerleader in question, and she looked pretty freaking hot in her own right.
And by the way, she is no longer a Lakers cheerleader because she has stepped down.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about that is she stepped down before the story broke.
She did.
So
and the Lakers people are saying, well, she wanted to pursue a hosting job or whatever.
Right. Host my rod.
Wow, you have to always pursue those jobs, by the way. It's very important you're there a lot.
Listen, here's the deal. Here's what's interesting.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant and his lawyers now are saying this story is absolutely not true and we're going to sue the dirty. But why is it that this Laker cheerleader in question just coincidentally stepped down a few weeks or maybe a month before the story breaks? Why would a Laker cheerleader step down right before the playoffs begin? When the Lakers are on the verge of winning the NBA championship, all of a sudden now she wants to step down from being a Lakers cheerleader?
She's got to find this hosting job, you know?
Bullcrap. This story's true. Kobe Bryant's at it again, and he deserves it because his wife's a maniac. He got married too young. He'd like to get out of it, but he can't. And she's got to tolerate it because she married a baller. End of story.
Well.
And not that I don't feel a tad bit bad for her in her situation, knowing that her man is running around on her. But she doesn't need to be expressing all this frustration in her husband by sending out this profanity-laced barrage on reporters of the Lakers, Terry. If you can't take it out on your own man, which I'm sure she is behind closed doors, then don't take it out on anyone. Don't tell me that it's just a mere coincidence that the very girl that steps down as the Lakers cheerleader a month before the playoffs begin, the most unlikely time that you're ever going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to do this cheerleader thing anymore. Maybe if you're a cheerleader for the Sonics, you're like, yeah, I can see why I would want to end my season a month early. But you're hooked up with not only the team that gets the most notoriety and publicity and coverage on TV, which is what you're after if you're a cheerleader anyway, but you're with the team that's the most likely, in my mind, to win the NBA championship, if not the Boston Celtics.
Right.
You don't know how long that hosting job's going to be open at Friday.
Right. It's a great career move. Come on.
I got all my flair together, and I'm ready to take on this job at Friday.
Right.
Terry, it's just a little too much of a coincidence for me. Yeah. I think Kobe Bryant got wind that some of the people out there were starting to unravel the deep, dark secret that he had between himself and this cheerleader, and he paid her off.
Yep.
He gave her a nice, hefty allotment of cash to go on a vacation, get out of the limelight so the reporters can't get a hold of you.
Right.
And I'll give you, I bet you gave her $1 million.
No way.
18-year-old, she'd settle out for $50,000.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you now that I hear
Somebody savvy may want more, but 18-year-old kind of broke.
Okay, let me try to figure out what he gave her. Yeah, $1 million is definitely too high.
Yeah, that's way.
You don't do that.
And by the way, just to let
$50,000 you can bury.
He gave her more than $50,000.
Okay, so let's say 150, and that's it. 150, that's it.
Unless he gave her $50,000 and he promised to continue on the relationship. Just take a little vacation. Everything's going to blow over. Let me just get through this. Let me just get through this playoff run. Then we'll be back and better than ever. My wife doesn't know a damn thing that's going on. She's dumb as a wall. And here's $50,000. If the promise was laid like that, so to speak, then she would accept $50,000. But if he's saying, hey, we got to cool things out for like ever, and he'd have to give her at least $250,000 then. To quit her job as a Laker cheerleader, not that that's a true job as far as
so much, right?
Right, you don't get much of an income, but when you're a Laker cheerleader, as opposed to a cheerleader in a lot of other professional sports arenas, Terry, you can parlay that into a lot of things.
I understand.
Paul Abdul was a Laker cheerleader.
I understand that.
There have been a lot of Laker cheerleaders that have gone on to be in movies.
Right.
I think Jenna Dewan was a Laker cheerleader, Terry, at one point.
Okay.
Paul Abdul.
Just mentioned her. Maybe you're on a 7-second delay over there.
I am.
That's all right.
And by the way,
hey, did you hear KUBE may be having an affair with a Laker girl?
We should talk about that at some point.
That'd be a good segment.
Dirty.com, by the way, still has all this up, and their response to the whole letter of cease and by the attorney is basically, quote, the Dirty.com strictly adheres to all laws when posting stories and or images. So basically,
they're standing by their story.
They're standing by their story.
And they're not
and
scared.
They're saying,
they're not.
Whatever, KUBE.
And we got no money really yet anyway, so there's nothing to sue for.
Right. So go for it, but
TMZ's doing okay for themselves. They got a lot to lose. We're the Dirty. No one knows of us.
Right.
We're going to keep our story up and intact.
It's like, the Dirty's like a big MySpace or a big blog. It's like not really, they don't make a lot of money on it.
Is it really a business, or is it more like
I don't think so. I think it's just people can just post it like a blog.
Like a Wikipedia? I mean, the guy who started Wikipedia, is he rich or no?
I don't think so. No.
There are some websites that just the business structure wasn't laid out properly, that you don't really make much money off it, even though the website booms.
Right.
But the YouTube dudes cashed out.
They did, yes.
And the MySpace dude made money, not as much as he should have. And the Facebook dude is one of the richest people in the world right now.
Right.
Because he's sitting on his fortune.
Yeah.
And not selling out. He sold a tiny little taste to Microsoft.
Right.
I don't know why I'm kind of seeing your wife a little bit in there.
My wife?
A little bit.
In this 18-year-old's pictures? Oh, my gosh.
The little dancer one looks like her kind of.
Really?
Look at this one.
No, let me see.
That's the one I'm...
Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like...
And you're knocking her? So you're knocking my wife, is what you're saying.
Because I don't see your wife, by the way.
My wife has bigger ones. Sorry.
My wife has bigger ones?
Yeah.
Wow. He's the one who's looking
Not that I ever looked at him.
Well, yeah, your wife
Yeah, my wife ain't 18 anymore.
No. Wow.
It's got to be pretty nice to crush some 18-year-old ass, I'll tell you that right now. I mean, I'm just saying this out loud, Terry.
I know that.
I could have kept that to myself, but I choose to say it out loud, obviously, because I have no intentions of doing so.
18-year-old?
It's a perfect cover. And because I have no intentions of doing so, this is a perfect cover.
Yeah.
I can say it out loud because I'm never going to do it at 5 p.m. today.
Huh? Does she have a sister?
But that's what KUBE apparently is doing.
Okay.
And the Dirty is sticking by their story. How old is Vanessa Bryant now? About 25?
She's not that old, is she?
Over of a hill.
Really?
Over the proverbial hill.
23.
No, she's probably
Find me an 18-year-old quick.
I like 25. I like that.
No, I'm thinking more actually now that she's 23, 24. Probably 24. I'm going to go with 24, and I ain't looking back.
Wow.
KUBE Bryant's wife, Vanessa, is 24 years old. Am I right or wrong? There's really no way to look her up. She hasn't made a movie. She hasn't done anything.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Wikipedia would have Vanessa Bryant?
See.
Oh, they probably would, yeah.
They
have
sure
everything.
do.
Oh, that made no money. How old is Vanessa Bryant? Pasty seems to have the answer. Yes, Pastela.
Born May 5th, 82.
82?
Oh, yes.
Oh, way over the hill.
26.
She's 26?
Really?
Oh, forgotten woman.
See ya later.
Oh, my God, you guys are... But this... I'm
Take the
sorry.
train.
The
Hold
playoffs
up.
are over.
Hold up. Time out.
We got next. Yes, Terry.
She in no way is even if, you know, KUBE, I mean, even though Vanessa Bryant is 26 and over the hill, like you guys like to call it.
We're just playing on really.
By the way, after having 2 kids, it looks fantastic.
Oh, I forgot that she's and
in no way, shape, or form is less than this little Vanessa Curry chick. Because this Vanessa Curry chick is just cute, and that's it.
Like a little taste of curry
She's
myself.
Just cute.
Oh, yeah.
She's not hot, banging, nothing.
Give me a little chicken curry, baby.
Whatever.
Why are you hating for it, sir?
I'm just saying, I'm comparing.
Terry's hating because she always takes the side of the wife, which is, I guess, the appropriate thing to do since the man is having an affair behind his wife's back. Now, this is a marriage that should have never happened. KUBE would probably...
He put himself in that position, by the way.
If KUBE was ever being honest with anyone, he'd be the first to tell you that the marriage should have never happened, and now he's dealing with the repercussions of being in a marriage that he doesn't want to be in. Now, yeah, I'm sure he's happy to have 2 wonderful kids, but the reality is he's a mega superstar on the grandest scale. All these freaking hot-ass women are basically dying to be with him. And here's a little bit of curry that wanted to jump in his bowl, Terry, and he couldn't resist.
What's he supposed to do?
What is he supposed to do? What were his options?
KUBE.
What were his options? Say, no, I'm sorry.
I pass on your 18-year-old vagine.
I can't. I got to pass on your 18-year-old vagine because I can't cheat on my wife who I can't stand one more day of my life.
Oh, my gosh.
Terry, you read the story on President.
I know.
This wife of his is out of control.
Again,
she's a maniac.
Do you blame her? She's gone through a little bit.
Listen, I don't disagree that she's been through a little bit, but I don't think
it would make me psycho too.
But I don't think that has anything to do.
F you all.
I don't think that has anything to do with her being psycho. And you're more than a little bit psycho yourself, there, Honey Bunches of Oats.
I know.
Listen,
Honey Bunches of Oats.
I don't think Vanessa Bryant's little maniac ways have necessarily anything to do with KUBE's cheating history. And his cheating history is not the longest by any means that anyone's ever heard of in their lives. There's been 2 situations over a 6-year period. Not that big a deal.
Nah.
Well, he got accused of rape by one, but that's true.
He does have a thing.
I didn't need that. He's got a thing that was brought up in trial.
You guys don't
You got to remember about the thing that he has.
That he likes to do.
That he likes to do to women that was discovered during the rape trial that never got to a jury verdict, Terry.
Yeah.
And now, a number of years later, here's another KUBE scandal right in the midst of the playoffs. Now, if you want to believe that the story is absolutely fabricated by the dirty, you can make the case that the timing couldn't be more perfect for them to make up a story about him. Right.
It's interesting.
Not only is he MVP this year, but as I said, it's going to be tough to have his team knocked out of the playoffs. They'll probably go on to become the NBA champions. If not them, then it's going to be, talk about retro 80s situation, the Lakers and the Celtics going at it one more time in the NBA Finals. Because I think the Celtics will hold on and beat Detroit, Terry.
I hope so.
And the Lakers, as I said, have a stranglehold now against the Spurs. Although they say the series doesn't begin until a team like the Spurs is 1 game away from elimination. But that's a whole other story.
Right.
Back to screwing 18-year-olds, Terry.
Yeah, I like that sort of playoff run. Better than the NBA. A lot more interesting.
You don't believe it, or you what?
It is very interesting that
you don't think she's hot enough. What?
Hey, well, that never.
Again,
that really never.
I need to see those
Yeah,
pictures.
let me see.
Because you got a bunch of
All right, let's put a bunch of these pictures.
Put that picture up, and then find a really good picture that's of Vanessa Bryant, and tell me who you're gonna be with. Seriously.
And then go to my MySpace.
Oh, jeez, and put one up of your wife.
Put a picture up of my wife, and then I'm only gonna put it up for an hour because Terry.
I'm sure she's gonna appreciate that.
I like to keep my personal life very personal. I like to expose everyone else's life but mine. I think that's very fair.
True.
No.
And in that mode, I'm going to put a picture of my wife up. Wow. Even though the pictures of my wife on my MySpace now are years after she was an NFL cheerleader, Terry.
Right.
So but she looks pretty young for her age, though.
She does, of course.
She doesn't look 62 or anything.
And she was on the cover, was she not, of the
he had no
calendar
choice.
a couple times,
yeah,
right?
But, a couple times,
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, yeah, that's fine. That doesn't look anything like the girl in this picture, though.
Pasty already had that in his
I could give you a picture from a few years back.
Right, where she's posing kind of like that.
Posing just like that,
I agree.
where they look like twins.
That's why I said it totally reminds me of your wife.
So my wife has bigger boobs.
Right.
You got it. The good one.
But anyway.
Well, then put up, and also, let's put Vanessa Bryan up there, too.
You want to put a picture of Vanessa Bryan up there,
Yes.
too? You tell me where you're coming at me with this, Terry. Are you saying
I do think it's
that you don't believe the story, B, or all of the above? You can go E, all of the above. I think I'm going to get to D. Is it A, you don't believe the story? B, you're just sick and tired of everyone bashing Vanessa, and she's got to be dealing with so much that someone's got to defend her, and people got to cut her so much slack because she's been through a hell and back situation.
Right.
C, KUBE should be sharing with all of us with this hot-ass 18-year-old, and he should pass her on to me in Hot Shot Next.
Oh, yes.
Or D, you would like to have KUBE next, and you're really just trying to get close to Vanessa Bryan, trying to make it like you're her friend, like all women try to do when they're trying to steal their husbands.
Yeah. No, I actually...
Or E, all of the above.
Not E, all of the above. But I do have a tendency to believe that it is kind of interesting that this is now coming out, during playoffs and all that. If this is the case, why would he choose to have an illicit affair with her during playoffs?
I don't think he had the illicit affair during playoffs. I think this affair's been going on all year.
If that's the case, I think that the Dirty.com would have exposed it earlier.
They didn't know about it earlier.
Come on. How did we all of a sudden find about it?
I don't know how they all of a sudden find out.
Come out about it?
No, they just all of a sudden started to connect the dots. You do something long enough, the evidence is going to be left behind.
Please.
And it takes a little bit of time to start gathering enough information to go with the story.
I'm going with A and B. I don't necessarily think it's really that valid. B, I think that, yes, Vanessa Bryant has gone through a ton of stuff at such an early age.
You
can't, things like that. So I think that's kind of made her a little
abrasive.
Yeah, and psychotic.
You can't come up with a scenario by which KUBE...
I'm not saying I can't.
You don't think KUBE wants to cheat on his wife, Terry, because she's just intolerable and he just is not really as in love with her as he wishes he was at this point?
No,
or what?
I think that there are plenty of issues in their marriage, sure. But I think that KUBE has learned from his last little...
Yeah, and he stopped screwing around for about 6 months after that. That's how he learned.
Like we all do.
I think that he is at least smart enough not to do it necessarily during the season
Feel bad for my
or whatever.
The whole year is during the season, Terry, and that's when the Laker girls are throwing them, so you can't pick...
Well, it's not like you don't know how to get in touch with a Laker girl off
More importantly, does she have to pay taxes on $150,000 that he gives her? That's what I really want to know.
I think with both of my scenarios that I threw out there, that one being, if you want to believe the affair never happened between him and the 18-year-old, that the Dirty had the perfect timing for this, and maybe they just saw a girl that stepped down from the Lakers roster of cheerleaders and then came up with a story that made sense given the fact that she stepped down in a weird fashion.
I don't think so. I think the Dirty, people love to come to the Dirty with stuff.
Maybe, if you're believing Terry, and you're leaning towards thinking this is a bogus story.
Couldn't even understand it.
The Dirty, the people at the Dirty, whoever they are, say, why would a girl step down right before the playoffs, a month before the playoffs start? Let's come up with a good story about this. Oh, well, let's go with that KUBE was screwing her.
I don't believe that. They're not that. They don't have to. They're not that, come up. They don't have to concoct stories.
That's possible, but I'm more inclined to believe that KUBE is just fed up with his friggin' wife, even though he has some love for her, Terry, and respects her for being the mother of his children, but he's got all these friggin' women that are just tossing the VJ up on a platter for him, and there's only so many times you can have the strength to turn it all away. I think he's probably turning away more women than the average athlete is, but there's only so much strength a man has. This hot little 18-year-old, all cutesy, bouncing up to him before the game when he's shooting around, telling him where she's going to be after the game. He meets up with her for an innocent little cocktail.
Minus the tail.
I don't really think that he has to have her bouncing up to him. I think that he has enough pull in the front office to get the information.
I'm just telling you how it probably all started, Terry. She probably bounced up on him in a little friendly fashion during the shoot-around. Exactly.
Can I try one?
Now you got it all down.
Can I shoot one?
You're KUBE Bryant. Oh, my gosh.
I can't even make a free throw.
Oh, my gosh, you're so cute.
Make it look so easy. And it all starts all giggly like that. Before you know it, he's knee-deep in vagina.
Oh, jeez.
Now.
Wow.
Yes.
18?
He started feeling like they were starting to pick up on this situation, so he tells her, here's $200,000, go on vacation. I know you love being a Laker cheerleader. I know it's the worst time for me to ask you to do this, considering that we're going to win the NBA championship, but we don't want a big scandal to happen here, or else we'll never be able to be together, baby. So here's $170,000.
I'll meet you.
Is that where you're
in
at
the
now?
Bahamas.
Wait a minute. You just said 200.
I know.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sticking with 150.
Where's my 30 grand?
Straight up.
I'm feeling like $150,000 may not be enough, and then $200,000 may be too much. Here's
$1 million is way out of pocket.
I was way off at $1 million. Here's $171,050. Go on a vacation for about 4 months, and then we'll start talking again.
All right, you throwing a ride to the airport? I'm in.
How about airport shuttle? Deal?
Fine.
Okay.
Get me there.
Yeah. This is what is going on, Terry.
Well, so bad.
We got it all figured out now.
Of course you
Why can't I have dirt on someone to give me $170,000? The greatest
That's
feeling
the
ever.
way it is.
So good.
No, if someone, honestly, I'm serious. If someone gave you $170,000, do you have to claim that or no? Can you just shove it in a duffel bag and move on with your life?
That's not money you have to claim since it's under the table hush money.
I know,
but when you put on a W-2,
that's a lot of money to try to hide, though.
Hush money.
If you're an 18-year-old and if you're 18 and you buy a Ferrari, there's going to be a question as to why.
It's thrown in the trunk of your car in cash. No one has to know about it.
All right.
You don't have to claim it. I can't believe you're really asking this question.
I know, but if he gives her a check, he's not going to give her cash.
Giving her cash, like you said, in a duffel bag. He says, have a great day.
You don't have any evidence of it. You don't write a check. He's giving her cash.
Sounds good.
He's getting his people to get some bucks together for him, and he's giving her flat-out greenery.
Done deal. I'm in.
Now, Olamar's still hanging on. I forgot about him, Terry. It's my golf club in the garage, Terry.
All right.
The Freudian slip I almost said in the garbage. Alexis wants to comment on this. Yes, Alexis. What do you got to say? Some people want to talk about the situation. I want to give them their time. Yes, Alexis.
I just wanted to comment on you guys were talking about, which Vanessa, the original Vanessa or the new Vanessa, which one was cutest.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter because KUBE got money on top of money, so he can make either Vanessa just as cute.
Well, he doesn't need to be spending money to make women cute. He's got enough pull and enough money to get the hot women that are already hot. He doesn't need to take ugly women and make them hot.
That's what he did with Vanessa because she was not that cute.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying Vanessa if she looks better, she only looks better than this new Vanessa Curry because she got a lot of work done.
Yeah.
I think Vanessa was pretty much a natural looking.
I think so too, yeah. In most of the
Is he his wife?
Yeah.
His wife was totally hot when he met her.
But I'm sure she's gotten work done nonetheless. Because women who have nothing to do get work done.
Really?
Women who don't have much going on in their lives go get work done. So
why wouldn't you get work done if you could? A little collagen here, some boobs there.
Nico, you're on the air. Hello, real quick. What do you got?
All right, real quick. I just think this is a story, man, that hates the Lakers and just trying to get them all off their game right now.
But the funny thing is, every time they come up with a story about KUBE, he does better than he already has established he's capable of doing, and which everyone knows is already MVP caliber. When he's accused of rape, he had one of his best seasons. Now that this story has broken, what happens? They're blowing out the Spurs.
Maybe Phil Jackson put the story out so he can go ahead and finish the Spurs.
Who knows? Maybe Phil's introducing him in this cheerleader. He's like, hey, she really wants you, man. I don't know I can turn that down.
Phil's dirty, too. He's with Jerry Buss's wife.
If you don't tap that, I will.
Yeah, right. See, Jerry Buss's daughter I met? I mean, he's dirty, too. All NBA guys are dirty.
He's a little too smart to get caught up with a cheerleader right now.
That's my thing. I agree with him.
But maybe it didn't happen right now. Maybe it happened a couple months ago.
But still, I just don't think that he knows. I think he knows that there's a high risk
Fine.
involved,
and I don't think he's $5 million ring.
I agree.
But you know
I agree with him.
But you know what? KUBE also doesn't have the ability to go hang out because he's a married man who's on lockdown. He doesn't have the ability to just hang out and start talking and using his mouthpiece on women like the average dude can because he's under such a microscope that maybe he has no choice but to hook up with girls that are kind of in. It's like an office relationship.
But again, it's another risk factor for him. So I actually see KUBE actually paying for a high class hooker as opposed to just,
where'd that get Elliot Spitzer, Terry?
Right. But still, it's
not
more
really
of
the soup de jour you're going to dabble in.
I understand that, but I think it's a little bit safer deal than the little 18-year-old. Hey, just had to shoot a free throw.
Not working at all.
Terry, you really got to work on
yours. Oh my gosh, you are so cute.
Are the pictures up on the KUBE.show.com? Not yet? What's the problem? What?
Oh, your wife's called in. She's very upset.
Oh, it is.
That's why they're not up yet.
1-866-663-T-MAN is a toll-free number. Listen, if anyone wants to comment on this, call now. Excuse me. 1-866.
I got some stuff that'll cure that.
663.
You want your sinuses clear? Come talk to me.
T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Melissa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You're on the air.
Hey, T-Man.
What's up, baby?
Hey, I just got one thing to say. If he wanted to bust a quickie real quick, it only takes 5 minutes. All he's got to do is stop by Chick's house and get some.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, who's saying that's not what he was doing on a somewhat regular basis for a few months there? No one's saying they were having some lavish relationship behind everyone's back by any means.
Exactly.
He was grabbing it for about 5 minutes here and there, and they had a little cute thing going on. And she's a member of the team. She's not going to rat out on him, Terry. It's pretty safe, I'm thinking.
But she did, didn't she?
No one's saying that she ratted him out. I don't think she ratted him out. I think that there's so much media out there these days that they're able to pick up on the trail of the crumbs you leave behind. She left a few crumbs behind. She wasn't going to rat him out. It wasn't in her best interest to.
She's not going to keep her mouth shut.
I agree.
She probably told a friend, because every girl can't help but tell a friend. But she didn't go to the media to start ratting him out. She probably told a close friend who may have told someone who ratted him out, and that's maybe some of the crumbs that were left behind. But she never wanted to expose KUBE for this little thing that they had going on, because I guarantee you he's not... You're right in that he's been scarred given the past.
I just think he'd be more cautious.
He's going to pick and choose in a cautious way. He's not going to shut it down, though. I'm sorry.
I never said that you're right. I never said he was going to shut it down. But I just figured that he would be a little bit more cautious, a little bit, like you say, picking and choosing.
This was a great choice. This was a great choice. They could have been doing this for years.
But the thing is, if it's for years, then there's other things. Because if she's just 18 now?
Oh, that's right. She probably wasn't on the squad for very long. Do you have to be 18 to be on a squad?
I think
sure you do,
yeah.
So this was a rookie year? Rookie of the year.
Welcome to the majors, kid. Bend over.
Mm-hmm. What's that, Melissa, what are you saying now? I'm sorry.
I said that it's just stupid.
Exactly. That's what I thought you were saying. Amy, you're on the air. Hello. She got disconnected there in mid-sentence. Yes, I'm talking to you. Good morning to you, Amy. How are you?
Morning.
Hi.
Well, I'm just wondering why nobody's talking about how KUBE should be monogamous. There's married, right? So there's all this talk. He has all kinds of women like throwing themselves at him, beautiful women. I mean, what's so different? People have to do that all the time. I mean, in other relationships, just because he has temptation.
Every guy out there has unbelievably hot, model-looking women throwing themselves at them on a regular 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week basis.
Well,
everyone can relate to this, Terry, and we all turn them away. Why can't KUBE?
Right.
Well, in life you have to turn people down. I mean, it happens, and
maybe once in a while.
He has tons of women. I mean, it doesn't excuse adultery. I don't understand why nobody's having that conversation.
Let me explain something to you, my naive little impressionable thingy here. Amy, you sound so lovely. You sound so full of hope and optimism, and that's wonderful. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic here. I'm just trying to tell you the way it is. And you have to understand that KUBE got married too young, not realizing how meteoric his rise to stardom would be. Even though he had some sense, he never realized, I'm sure, exactly the entire scope of his celebrity status.
Well,
on top of that, he probably thought, even if he did realize that he's going to get to such unbelievable height of all heights, he's in love with Vanessa. He's been in love with Vanessa his whole life. He trusts Vanessa. They were like young high school sweethearts or whatever the case may have been, and he'll be able to do exactly what you said and throw all these women aside that are tossing it out to him. And then all of a sudden, he started hitting his mid-20s. And his mid-20s started becoming a situation where the guy he was, this optimistic person like Amy sounds like she is at age 19, is not necessarily the same guy he is in his mid-20s. And now he's even advancing into his late 20s, Terry. And that same woman that he's been married to for the past 6 years, 7, 10 years, is still there.
Oh, that woman.
Everywhere he he goes in the house, even though it's a humongous house. She's right there.
Just want to take a number 2 by myself, please. Can you get out?
Nagging him, and nothing's good enough. And he's got to remember, he's Kobe Bryant. And yet, I can make a whole arena go crazy, and I can't make this woman happy.
Right. You know how many women would love to be with me? He's thinking to himself.
I can't make this woman happy no matter what I do, and yet I can go out tonight and in the first 2 seconds of the game, turn the place on its ear. And when the game is over, people will be chanting my name and begging for autographs and ready to stab someone if they can get an autograph ahead of the person ahead of them in line. And yet, this woman I'm married to, who I devoted my life to, thinks I'm the most pathetic soul. That's what he has to think on a regular basis. I'm Kobe Bryant. And here comes along this hot-ass little swimsuit, cheerleader, modelish, looking beautiful little baby, Terry. Looking at me with her wide eyes and her big
teach me how to throw free
boobies and her very tight, hard body, not to mention VJ. And she just wants to be tossed around a little bit and promises she's going to take one for the team, literally, here. And I'm supposed to turn this one away like I turned away all the others this week? Not today. Maybe I turned some girls away yesterday. Maybe I'll turn some girls away tomorrow. But today, this girl's in a lot of trouble. Are you starting to understand now, Amy? I'm trying to answer your question. Have I been successful in any way here?
No.
No, I haven't. Okay, she still doesn't understand why a man like Kobe would cheat on his wife. I'm not saying that I condone this behavior. I know. I'm not saying that...
Well, what does it matter? I mean,
you would do the same thing.
Obviously, your wife's going to get older. I don't think 26 is over the hill at all. Obviously, I think you're joking. But, I mean, you're going to get older. Your wife's going to get older. You have a commitment to someone. There's going to be temptation in life, especially, he would have known. He probably dreamt about sleeping with tons of girls. He probably wasn't all this innocent you're making him out to be. He probably...
A man in his position gets beaten down by the temptation you're talking about. When you're constantly getting beaten. I mean, think of it that way. Everywhere he turns, there's another woman ready to toss it over to him, and he keeps shooing him away like you want him to, right? Let's say he's shooing him away like you want him to, right? But every day, basically everywhere he goes, he's getting beaten, punched in the face, basically, by all these women. Think of it that way. Beaten to a pulp. Eventually, you just have to surrender and just hand over your schlong to someone because you can't take the beating anymore.
They're saying, okay, so men in this position can't be faithful. It's impossible.
I'm saying it's not impossible. I'm saying it's next to impossible. How does that sound?
I'm going to record this and play it for my wife down in the future.
Schlong! Now, even though I'm saying it's next to impossible, that means it can be done.
Be monogamous, and if you can't handle it, you don't need to be married. Well, I don't think that woman needs to be married.
I bet you he agrees with you right now. Right. I bet you he wishes that if he could turn back the hands of time, he wouldn't have gotten married when he did. And he can turn, but you're right, he can. You got all the right answers. You are right about everything you're saying, Amy. But I'm also telling you the other side of it.
Yeah. I just don't like the other side. There's no integrity. There's nothing. Okay, so you're tempted. You have tons of temptation. You have to screw something because there's tons of beautiful women everywhere. They're like 18 and supple and you need to just screw them right now. I don't understand.
I could promise you this, Amy. Whoever you marry is not going to have to worry about that kind of temptation. So you have nothing to worry about.
You're in good shape.
All right? The guy you marry will have nothing tempting him.
Hi, my name's Carl, and this is my wife, Amy.
So have fun with your marriage, and you won't have to worry about Kobe, because it's not going to be your world that this is going to happen in. All right? Amy sounds lovely, Terry. And yes, I'm really thankful that Amy called. Amy, please call again soon, okay?
Great.
Okay, baby. Take care. That's Amy, Terry.
It is Amy.
Did you like Amy?
Yes, I liked Amy because she means well, and she's a little bit naive, Terry, but that's a beautiful thing. And I admit it that Kobe, yes, has the ability to be faithful.
He does.
But it's next to an impossibility. Considering all the circumstances. He's not in the happiest of marriages, let's be honest.
Right.
All right? That's a big part of this.
Right.
But even if he was, believe me, all bets are not off here.
The T-Man Show.
What's with the faces, Terry? You don't like my ambient noises?
I'm so used
I got a woman.
I've been with you for
I got a man. I'm sorry. Let me finish the sentence quick.
Wow.
I got a man on the line right now, Terry.
Yes.
That claims that he went to high school with this Vanessa Curry, who is the 18-year-old cheerleader in question now. I was ready to move on from the KUBE topic. I figured we had run the gamut on talking about it, but now I got a dude hanging on the line who says he went to high school with the 18-year-old cheerleader who all the hubbub is surrounding right now, Terry. I'm sure KUBE surrounded her with his hubbub from time to time over the past couple of months. And he wants to give us some insight on what it was like to go to high school with her. That's, of course, if you believe that he's telling us the truth. I don't know. Is there any way to research this Vanessa Curry at this point, or what? Maybe if Wikipedia quickly put a page up on her, we can... Or maybe this guy did the same thing. He read the page and is pretending like he knows. I don't know. Anyway, Mike, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
And you went to high school with the girl that KUBE is, according to the Dirty.com, cheating on his wife with. The 18-year-old, hard-bodied, hot-ass, unless you're Terry Free and you don't think so, cheerleader for the Lakers.
That's correct.
Not any girl could walk up the street and be a Lakers girl, Terry. You're not saying, oh, you're kind of cute, we'll take you. No. You represent the Laker cheerleader squads past, present, and future if you're going to be accepted as a Laker girl. You represent the city of Los Angeles. You represent the NBA. You represent the Lakers. So I don't think it's a situation, well, she's kind of cute. No.
I'm sorry. I keep looking her up and finding different pictures. And she's just kind of cute.
Whatever. Freaking hate her. Anyway. Stop doing imitations of her, Terry. Oh, let me tell you again, Terry Cam people, you are really loving life seeing Terry do her silly imitations of an 18-year-old cheerleader. Oh, yeah. Keep working it. Anyway, Mike, you went to high school with her. Is that what you want us to believe?
That's right. That's right.
Are you sure about this? Sometimes you think you went to high school with someone and turns out you didn't. Well,
I'm positive.
Well, I mean, it must have been like just last year then, or even this year. When did you go to high school with her?
Well, I actually graduated 2 years before her.
Uh-huh.
So she was 2 years younger than me, and she came in, I was in 11th grade, she was in 9th grade.
I can do the math, yeah, all right.
Right.
You came into the school when you were in 11th grade?
Well, actually, I was already in that school, and then she came in because over here in high school is only 9th through 12th.
Right.
Oh, so... And now I am getting some word. Are you telling me that she went to school in the Bay Area?
That's right.
And she drifted south and became a Laker cheerleader over the past year, about.
Yes, she was always like a dancer and a model in high school, too. So she kind of just went that way, I guess.
Wow.
There you go.
So what city? Like, you're telling me you went to high school where?
Right, and for the first 2 years, that's when I graduated, we went to Newark Memorial High School, and then she was so hated by most of the girls there that she actually transferred to Moreau Catholic. In
Hayward. In Hayward, yeah.
Right.
Well, if that's the case, then I bet you'll have a lot of people. If we look on these phone lines, we'll have a lot of people that went to high school with her. I didn't know she went to high school in Hayward, Terry.
Wow.
If we can confirm this, that this girl who's in the eye of the storm of all this media hype surrounding Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was in the eye of the storm, too, it sounds like, recently with Vanessa.
Yeah, it does.
With Vanessa, what's her last name? Vanessa Curry.
Curry.
And you remember her, or you remember of her? I mean, you're saying everyone hated her, but, I mean, Mike.
Well, not everybody. Only a couple people.
The guys must have liked her. Maybe the girls had their issues with her, kind of like Terry's having her issue with her this morning.
Right.
In that
She was one of the people that were liked by the guys and hated by most of the girls.
Yes, I can imagine that. And
I bet.
In the 90% jealousy factor that Terry has in making her comments this morning on how just cute as far as her status. That's all she reaches. That's as high as she gets.
She's just cute.
She's just cute. Yeah. Nothing more. Nope. Right. She's not even close to Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa Curry can't hold a candle to Vanessa Bryant's looks.
I don't think
Terry's
she could.
sticking by that because she's nothing more than just cute. And yet, every girl at her high school hated her to the point where she had to transfer schools.
Right. Oh, there was a couple of reasons, though.
You must be pretty hot.
No, I don't think it's because she's too hot.
She was so hot, she had to transfer schools, Terry. What was the other reasons, Mike? Go ahead.
She did actually go behind girls' backs and steal their boyfriends and then had sex with them And that's why she was mostly hated.
Oh, this is even better than I thought.
It's
all making sense now, huh? It's all making sense.
This is even better than I thought. So you're going to tell me that the reputation of Vanessa Curry in the high school that you went to was that she was pretty freaking scandalous? Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly, which is why she transferred.
Wow. Way to go,
Kobe. At a Catholic school, right?
Kobe was definitely the MVP this year.
Oh, was he?
I didn't even realize to the extent of the most valuable player status that we're dealing with here, Terry. So she was cheating, and she had the ability to steal any girl's boyfriend that she had the desire to. Is that what you're telling me, or what?
Pretty much, yes.
Have you seen her?
Now, would you say that she was pretty much recognized as the hottest girl in the school, in the high school? Like you said you went to 2 different high schools with her, or you just went to one? And I'm not sure I followed you the whole way there.
I went 2 years. She had transferred to Moreau after I had graduated, but while we were at Newark Memorial,
you like following her from high school to high school? I would. So you weren't stalking her from high school to high school. You just were.
No.
You were just with her in Hayward.
I was with her in Newark, actually.
So not at Moreau Catholic?
No. She had to go there
after.
because she was so hated it.
Oh, so you all of a sudden one day came to school and she wasn't there anymore.
Right.
That must have been a pretty sad day for you, don't you think? Were you bothered when you found out the news that she had transferred because all the girls had put enough pressure on her that she had no choice, or what? Were you angry?
Really, it didn't really affect me. I didn't know her like on a personal level. We just we saw each other. We had a couple classes. It was nothing like anything.
And she's not the kind. You're not talking. I'm not hearing from the sound of your voice like she was the kind of girl that you were like lusting after. Like you were totally.
She's just cute.
There was definitely better looking girls.
You're almost lending credence to Terry's theory that this girl is just cute. That was she recognized as the hottest girl in your school when she was there, or no?
No, but not
by far, right?
By no means?
There you go. See, and that's why she had to go be a little slutty, is because that's the way she had to get attention.
Terry, no matter how you want to slice it.
Because she would take she would give it up to the hot girl's boyfriend.
Terry, no matter how you slice it.
In order to get some attention.
No matter how you slice it, and I wish I could slice it right now.
Are you going to accuse me? Is that what you're going to accuse me of?
No, I'm not going to accuse you of the hater horns. The hater horns are already out, and everyone knows it. No matter how let me finish my thought, please. Don't you want to know how you slice it? No matter how you slice it, Terry. I know you like to slice it.
Oh, she knows.
No matter how you slice it and what you want to say about her, she wasn't the hottest girl in the high school. She wasn't, she's not anything higher than just cute. She's a Laker girl, okay? You gotta be something. To make the Lakers cheerleader squad.
Hold on.
All right? So you guys can knock her for not even being close to the hottest girl in the high school. You can say she's nothing above cute. She's a Laker girl. Someone out there thought she was hot enough to make her a Laker girl. It's not like there are hundreds and hundreds of Laker girls. There's like 16 to 20 Laker girls. And everyone in L.A. tries out. So that has to stand for something here. We're not talking about an average-looking girl. The way you're talking about her, you think she's an average-looking girl. I hate to have to get angry with you, both.
You're yelling at me.
Well, in this one picture, she has a thing on that says number 146, like she's number 146 in the tryouts.
Right.
So there's probably a lot more than her, too.
Sure.
There's a lot of girls that tried out.
Oh, you go to any sports team. You go to, like, New Orleans. You go to any city in the country that has a sports franchise that has cheerleaders.
Right.
The tryouts are going to be overrun with women trying to make the squad.
Right.
Now, the Lakers, you can times that by at least 5 as far as turnout for tryouts.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
Especially LA, everyone's there to be famous.
There are 2 most notable. The only thing more notable than being a Lakers girl is being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, I would say.
I was going to say.
The only thing that eclipses, perhaps.
I think it's even.
And by the way, I found 2 on the Laker girl thing.
Oh, geez.
I found 2 other girls that are way hotter than they were. I'm sorry.
I didn't say she was the hottest girl on the Laker squad, Terry. I'm just saying she's a Laker girl.
And you only found 2.
I never said.
I've started so far scrolling.
Mike in Pleasanton wants us to understand that she was not nearly recognized as anything close to the hottest girl in his school. And when she left the school, he really didn't even make a note of it, barely.
Right.
When he heard about her leaving because of her reputation, it's not like he missed her.
Right.
I remember in 4th grade, there was a girl I was totally into, and she moved, and I was, like, crushed.
4th grade?
I've been thinking about her ever since. I used to have sexual fantasies about her. Yeah, that's why. 4th grade? Yes. I mean, they weren't, like, hardcore, like, porn sex fantasies, but it was, like, me and her, like, laying up on each other and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's kind of early.
In 4th grade?
Yeah. I remember that.
Pretty developed.
I remember... I didn't... go through puberty until actually later than that, but I was still having fantasies.
Wow.
I remember her name was Kelly Kehoe.
And here she is.
Kelly.
Yes.
She's so fat. Anyway,
Imagine your face if she came in.
Mike, I appreciate you coming on and sharing that. That is enlightening news. Mike is
no problem.
Sounds like, hey, we got to take him at face value here. He has no axe to grind, and he's wanting us to know the scoop that she was not seen as anything really that special as far as her looks are concerned in high school. Anything else you could tell us as far as inside info on the way it was just a couple of years ago when you were in school with her, or what?
No, that's about all I got, man. Just that she was scandalous like that, and so I wouldn't put it past her to do something like this with KUBE.
If KUBE had his... Well, let me think of what question I want to ask here. Do you think KUBE chose her out of the Laker girls because she was the scandalous girl that was able to keep a secret, or because he thought she was the hottest girl in the squad? Combination of both, or neither?
I'd say because she could keep a secret, because she was good at that.
You think he would have rather? You think he would have rather have been with some other Laker girls, but he was a little bit more iffy on them, and it was a little bit more combustible, so to speak, if he would have screw around with them. This one was a trustworthy takedown.
Exactly.
And it wasn't because she was the hottest.
No.
As I said, I never said she was the hottest on the Laker girls, but she's hot enough. I mean, you're making it like she's mediocre, Mike.
No, I'm not saying she's not hot. But she just was not the hottest girl at our school.
You had classes with her, and you weren't staring at her the whole class.
Right. There was other people to stare at, that's for sure.
You're telling me you're in a class in high school, and there are other girls that are getting your attention.
Right.
Wow, that's a pretty big statement. There are other girls he's staring at just as hard as her in a classroom of like what, 20, 50? How many?
We actually probably about 33.
All right, class of 33. 50% of them are probably dudes, give or take. So with a class of 15 girls to look at, she's not even attracting all the attention.
Right. She's about top 3, top 5.
Are you sure people who went to school with you would agree?
Yes, I'm sure.
Don't make me find other people that went to your school, man. I'll take your word for it. All right, well, maybe she just developed. Maybe she, over the past couple of years, maybe if you saw her now, you'd be like, wow, she does look good.
Well, I did see a picture of her on the internet, and she does look better now than she did before, that's for sure.
All right, well, go to the tmanshow.com. Is that where you saw it, or you've been looking at other places?
I looked at other places.
All right, well, now it's up on the tmanshow.com.
Okay.
You can see her, and my wife's picture will be up there for another 10 minutes. Then take it down. Wow.
Plus, in high school, if someone has kind of a bad rep, you look at them a little differently. You may not think they're that hot, you know.
I like girls with bad reps.
Yeah, but not all guys like that.
I love it. Love it. Look at them that much more.
It sounds like she doesn't get a case of the feelings easy, so he knew he could trust her.
Right, but...
Bad rap right here on my jaw. Wow.
Rap on my lap.
Mike, I appreciate you making the call.
Hey, no problem.
Goodness.
No other details? I want all the dirty here. He's got nothing else?
There's a lot of dirt there. She was, hauling around there a little bit.
Wow. How many boyfriends do you know of that she might have screwed?
I know about 2 or 3, and I know she actually got in a fight at high school because of it.
Like hair pulling and stuff?
And everything. Yeah, it was pretty bad, yeah.
She got her ass kicked, or she did the ass kicking, or both?
I believe she got her ass kicked.
Really? And that's why she transferred?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you weren't sad at all when you found out she was gone?
Not horribly sad. I mean, it crossed my mind about 2 seconds, and then
I'd be like, all right, who made her leave? Who's responsible for this? I would have a freaking cow. Anyway. All right. All right, man, thanks, but there you go. Some inside scoop there, Terry.
Yeah.
Well, she's so hot. 18. Tearing it up.
18.
Let me snap my fingers. Turn to an 18-year-old, Terry. Oh, okay. What happened?
We're halfway there.
I'm sure that double parfait you're taking down this morning is really going to help the situation, Terry.
Triple parfait.
Yeah, it's kind of... Dunzo, look at it.
And everybody on Terry Cam has watched me eat the whole thing.
Making a guest appearance right now on Terry Cam, as Hotshot is holding with his right hand, is Terry's double parfait that has not much left to it. Because Terry has inhaled about 80% of it in the past 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think that double parfaits are on the nutrition list as far as maintaining your body formation for the Laker cheerleader squad. squad, Terry.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to make the Lakers squeer.
Wow.
Cheer squad, so don't care.
Well, I don't think we should have any different type of nutrition list for this program than the Laker girls have.
Why?
Although yogurt, granola, fruit, not the worst thing for you in the morning.
Not the worst.
Compared to Vinny's bacon and cheese sandwich or whatever the hell he's eating.
Okay.
Well, then he doesn't have to mind his figure.
That's true.
Okay.
And what do I need to mind my figure for?
And believe me, Terry could take a nice scramble to the face
Oh, absolutely.
multiple times a morning with
Loves
the,
it, too.
with the best of them.
Oh, yeah.
You hand Terry a hefty bit of sausage, and she knows what to do with it.
I do.
Vinny, give me a fork.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Tons of that.
I do.
You got any ketchup?
Salt? Any salt?
Megan, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hates us all.
Megan, hello.
Fork in the neck.
Hello.
Hi, Megan.
Hi. I was calling to say that maybe Kobe's wife doesn't give him everything he needs.
Well, I don't think any one person can give any other person everything they need, but you just, I guess, need to be more
maybe,
tolerant.
Maybe she's, not putting out because, she doesn't feel the need. She's already married to him. That's usually what happens in most marriages, that they just stop putting out. And it happens, the guys stop putting out, too. It depends.
So, in those situations that you just described, where a man is interested in having sex with his wife, but the wife is no longer as interested in having sex with her husband, are you saying that...
he's going to go, and he's going to go.
Why does it have to be that she's not giving it? How about he just is a cheater?
Well, let's stick with her hypothetical, which is not so hypothetical. It's happening a lot of times, just about under every other roof in the great U.S. of A. In those situations, are you saying it's perfectly justifiable for the husband who wishes he could have more sex with his wife, but she's not as interested to go out and get some strange ass? Is that what you're saying, or no?
I'm not saying it's justified. I'm just saying that it happens because, maybe she thinks, he gave me this huge ring and, he's never going to leave me. He's always going to say he's sorry or whatever, so I don't have to put out.
Well, obviously it's been established that he will pick his spots with her. Like Colorado hotel rooms, not the best spot that he picked. Especially, I'm sure he realized that when he's on the witness stand defending himself from a rape charge.
Oh, yeah.
And now this 18-year-old cheerleader who I don't have any doubts, she did not give up the secret at all. Someone just was picking up on a couple of deeply hidden clues. Because TMZ didn't go with the story. They didn't have the scoop. It wasn't Us Weekly. It wasn't In Touch Magazine, Terry.
Right.
It wasn't The Star. It wasn't The Inquirer. It was a little-known website that's gaining in popularity by the second. We have to commend them, TheDirty.com. Unless they're making up the story, in which case we shouldn't commend them. But anyway.
Well, like I said, with the lawsuit, they've already been throwing a letter out there by the attorneys of Kobe Bryant, and they're
saying it's absolutely not true. But now that
saying you better pull it now, or we're going to pursue a lawsuit.
But now of course they're going to say that. But now that you just heard Mike, who went to high school with her, scenario of what she was like, perhaps, if you believe what he's saying, don't you think that the story has a little bit more credibility, or no?
No,
if she was scandalous in high school, now she's a Laker cheerleader.
Right.
If you connect the dots, and she's hanging around Kobe during shoot-around, Terry, and they have that kind of close contact.
How that, though? I mean, I don't know. So.
Well, and if you're scandalous in high school, I kind of wonder why you want to be a Laker girl. It's probably because you want to continue being scandalous.
Either that, or on top of that, not just be scandalous, but you want to use it as a springboard to perhaps bigger and better things in the big old city of Los Angeles. In Hollywood. I'm sure she has star aspirations of her own, and hooking up with Kobe and being the centerpiece of a big media situation is not going to do any harm to an unknown person like herself at this time. But now they're coming out of the woodwork on these phone lines, Terry. I got girls who claim that they were good friends with Vanessa in high school. I didn't know she was a Bay Area high school girl that we're finding out now. I thought she was like born and raised in the LA area. She just recently made the move. And already an impact she has made, don't you know?
She loves a big impact.
Mm-hmm.
She likes
some hefty, nice one, Terry. Nicely done, yes. He's jammed at home.
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
Mm-hmm. With two hands, baby.
Oh, yeah. On that carpet, right, baby.
Oh, yeah. Get up for the downstroke.
Natalie says she was very good friends with Vanessa in high school. Would like to come on the air at this time.
Yeah, hi. I was really good friends with Vanessa in high school. I went to Moreau with her. Her her last 2 years because she had transferred from New York Memorial. And just going against what the guy said before me, yeah, she's really a sweet girl, and I'm not scandalous at all, and sorry.
Well, you can't say that on the air, but I understand how if you were friends with her and you just heard the last guy's comments and you completely have a different take on it, how you'd be upset about it. But try to keep it clean, okay?
Okay, sorry.
All right. Now, would you say that you hung out with her, or you just were like, you knew friends of her friends, or what?
No, I'd say I hung out with her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And where would you recall, give us an account of a night or a day or a time that you hung out with her?
Oh, she came into my house a lot.
She came to your house a lot?
Yeah, and like football games and stuff like that, just out, mall, anywhere.
I don't know why I'm not believing her.
I don't know why either. I don't know why.
Jeez, because it's a girl who's telling you that she's not scandalous.
She's regurgitated everything we've told her so far. I want something new.
Yeah, she didn't give us any new information. She gave us the transfer stuff that we already just laid out there on the air.
The high school's right.
And now she went to malls and all this crap.
I'd love to know.
Yeah, which mall did you go with her?
New Park, Southland, any mall. It doesn't really matter, but...
No, well, it doesn't matter, but there's certain malls, if you went to malls with her, that you went to, so it kind of does matter.
New Park.
Oh, now she's laughing.
Yeah, she's laughing, right.
There you go.
Although she did swear, so she was a little passionate about it.
You know what? Try a little harder next time to fool us. Because you're going to need to, baby. Because we're all over it! My Kobe with 18-year-old cheerleader! All over it. Close friends with her. My ass. Giggling wench.
Yeah, the giggling gave it away, probably. Very
Sid, you're on the air.
Well,
I just popped out for a third time. Yes, Sid.
If you would stop raising your voice
Go
and
ahead, Sid.
screaming, it would stay in its
What do you got, Sid?
Probably a fork in the eye would be better.
hey. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Sid?
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Okay, she's hot already. She was may have been a little scandalous in high school. She moved to L.A. She wants to be a Laker cheerleader. She wants to get ahead. Why not put a little story out about herself to get some popularity, get a little popularity going, so people know who she is, separated from everybody else.
Yeah.
So she could have.
You're saying she did it herself. She put the story out.
She could have put a little something out herself and had someone do it.
So you don't believe she had sex with Kobe, but she's leaking the story?
I don't believe Kobe did it. I think it was probably set up.
Why wouldn't you believe that Kobe would have sex with a hot 18-year-old cheerleader? Why is that so hard to believe?
You think well of a lot of people.
Because he had a choice. I mean, he got choices, dude. Why do her?
Why not? She's 18-year-old and hot and a cheerleader.
Who doesn't get a case of the feelings, apparently.
Because it's too close. Too close to home.
Again,
yeah.
But as I said, maybe Kobe has no ability to go that much wider than staying close. It's like an in-office relationship for him because he can't just go out and start talking to girls because he's under a microscope more than just about any other player in the world of athletics, which is pretty big of a microscope anyway. So, Kobe has to pick and choose, believe it or not, a more limited opportunity than the B squad players out there in the athletic world have to choose from because they're not as scrutinized as someone like Kobe Bryant is. Kobe Bryant is like in a fish tank. So he has, believe it or not as many opportunities as, like, I don't know, pick a mediocre player in the NBA. Give me somebody like Derek Mason.
Fine.
All right, remember him?
Yeah.
Still playing, still scoring.
Desmond Mason.
Desmond Mason, yeah. Yes. Still scoring like 12 to 15 points a night. Right. Kind of journeyman, played. Who's he play with now? Whoever.
Right,
I don't know why I picked him anyway. Yeah. He can go out, can prove to all the girls that he's an active contributing member of the NBA and get laid. Mm-hmm. Kobe can't be talking it up at a bar.
Besides, I think she has something to lose, too, because if I'm not mistaken, she can't fraternize with the players, right?
Well, but she already resigned anyway.
I know, but when they first started, my point was, when they first started, she has something to lose as well, so it's not dumb going after her.
She's probably not as calculating as, maybe, I'm sorry, I lended a little bit to this, in thinking, this is a springboard to her big celebrity, newfound lease on life. She probably was mesmerized by the star status of Kobe, and if he's allowing her to make it happen, she's going to ride him like a bat out of the town until she's fresh out of breath.
She's been gone out of town before. She can do it again.
It's a perfect situation.
Good to be KUBE. That's the message today, huh?
Yes. Pretty well done.
Until you get your visa bill about that ring you just bought your wife.
Anything that makes Terry a hater is just right then and there, just good enough for me. That means you must have done something right.
Right.
If you got Terry's hater horns arising, you must have done something right.
The T-Man Show.
Let me get to a couple of calls I've been waiting for a while.
Okay.
In a couple of seconds that we have here. E-Dub, what's up, man?
Yo.
What's up, man? I got 20 seconds for you. What do you got?
I got a comment on KUBE and that girl reporting it.
All right, well, say what it is, real quick.
I seriously doubt it because I think it's too coincidental that the Lakers go up on the Spurs like that, and then about a half hour later, this report comes out. Someone's trying to mess with KUBE and the Lakers' head.
Well, you know, people keep saying that, but every time they come out with a story like this, if a rape allegation charge couldn't get KUBE to slow down his scoring, if anything, he picked it up times two. I mean, he went to a different stratosphere when he was dealing with the rape allegation. Then what is this story going to do? And this story didn't just surface after they beat the Spurs last night. This thing started coming out, like, over the weekend.
Yep.
Early, like, in the weekend. I think I first heard about it Saturday or Friday or something like that. Some whiff of KUBE hooking up with an 18-year-old Laker cheerleader. Now Terry's just advancing the story, saying that KUBE's legal defense team is suing the website that's reporting on this story, and Vanessa Bryant had a breakdown in front of reporters yesterday and started cursing out a female reporter.
In front of her daughters and everything. In front
of KUBE and her daughters. She started saying the F word at this one female beat reporter.
Called her out by name and then just started F this and F you and blah, 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 blah.
They're not called beat reporters for no reason, Terry.
Yeah, I always love that name.
Although the female reporter's not very hot. Anyway, KUBE last night, with all this turmoil surrounding him over the past few days, goes out and leads his team in scoring and rebounding. It's a normal situation that he leads his team in scoring, but he had the most rebounds on the Lakers last night. So I don't know why people keep saying, why are they trying to mess with KUBE's head? No one would attempt to do that, because the reputation is when KUBE is pushed with his back to the wall, he plays his best basketball. So, think again, all right? The story's true. You just have to live with it.
Oh, jeez.
The story's true, because I want it to be.
I know,
me too.
All right? And that's the...
Don't forget about today, though. You know what today is, right?
Oh, jeez.
Is it here already?
It is. Lucky for us.
These short weeks.
Yes, it is.
Tell me all about today without a further ado.
Well, since our workday is over on a Wednesday, T-Man, we are now officially closer to the weekend in front of us than the weekend behind us.
Is that right?
Can you believe it?
My God!
It is here. So when your workday is over, people, you think about what I just said.
Mm-hmm. And again, sooner or later, we're going to start loaning out Hotshot Scott to come to your office.
I want to do that.
So that at 5 p.m., you can hear firsthand exactly where you're at in the week.
And you, Ron Hansen, are officially closer to the weekend in front of you than the weekend behind you.
Ron Hansen has not sent in his application yet.
Oh, he hasn't? Oh, I thought he did. Okay.
What happened to Susan May or some... You never say a girl, by the way.
Well, I thought you just said Susan.
Susan May.
Susan.
Yeah, but she's saying I always say it for a guy.
Yeah.
Where did she come up with Susan May?
I wish I knew, really.
Where'd you come up with Ron whatever?
All right, I hate to end the show all confused, but that's okay. Anyway, sooner or later we'll put a link up on the TManShow.com that allows you to put in your application to have Hotshot come to your workplace to tell you where you're at on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock.
Hey, that thought means more to people than you would think. It means a lot to me, I know.
Yeah, I think it leaves almost a little... starting to mean a little too much to you, but that's all right.
Yeah,
we're not going to break your spirit here.
The T-Man Show.